right, chat. Let's get it. Welcome back. Hold up a second. My stream wants to do some crazy stuff right now. All right, that's kind of weird. All right, so yeah, what's up, Skillsy? How we doing? So I don't know. We're trying to get some scrims going again. I've got my team all but one who's told me he's in a hut game real quick, so or he's in like the third of a hut game, so he'll be joining pretty soon. So my team will be good. I believe we have everybody besides maybe one more person that we need on the opposite side to get a scrim going. Just because if you want to be goalie and we do get more guys, hold on a second. My fucking okay. My like chat's like cut off on my screen. I don't know why. Like the stream, like the I got Streamlabs up and I can usually expand. Let's see, wait, maybe if I do that, does it reset? Why is it fucking... Okay, there we go. I expand it that way. Right, so it was like cutting off, so I couldn't see you guys. What's up, Holland? How we doing, bro? Yeah, JC Pens. I was gonna bring that up because I do remember seeing you guys were on the same team as in one of the events, right, for esports. One of the past events. All right, so hang on a second. All right, so chat, we're trying to do another community scrims night, basically. Hack pack gauntlet. Let's see. Esports Tryouts. There's many different names that you can call it. This is basically for future events. You know, the possibility of some of the guys that have been watching videos, been a part of this community. You know, we get a chance to, you know, come together and maybe I give you guys some opportunities to sort of play with me on the competitive side. But, you know, it's more of that long-term grind that I'm kind of looking for. It's not going to be something, I mean, depending on the skill level, how fast things kind of move along, who knows, right? That's all granted on the fact that the team I'm with now folds, but I don't know. So, I mean, there's a lot of things that sort of come up. There's a lot of uncertainty, I guess you could say, in terms of the future of me and the competitive scene. Nothing's for sure, you know. Nothing's guaranteed, so that's kind of why I've had this kind of idea already in, like, prior to basically when I was on no team, you know, when I was still looking for a team. So I don't know, we'll see what happens. But let's see here. How we doing, guys, in the chat? Anybody got something amazing to share on their Friday night or maybe throughout the week? I jammed my right thumb at work today. I was putting up pipe. I'm a pipe fitter in the union. I basically just started a few months ago, back in like September. Just started. I used to be a carpenter, but now I'm a pipe fitter. Kind of switched trades because carpenters weren't really keeping me working. 597? Yeah, actually. Why, are you from there? Around that area? Yeah, I'm a 597 pipe fitter. Local 9? Okay. Where's that at? But yeah, I was putting up pipe today. And, you know, I was putting up PVC pipe. It's kind of like plumber's work, basically. But, you know, I guess we have the Schedule 80, you know, the thicker PVC that we're doing. Outside electrical, esports, wrap it up. What are you talking about? Esports, wrap it up. Chicago lineman? Oh, okay. All right. That's cool. I was thinking about that when I made the switch to pipe fitters. I'm like, I kind of applied to several different trades. I try to, you know, just to try to see who would accept me first. I have an uncle that's in the pipe fitters, and he was kind of able to not necessarily like push my name further, but I guess a little bit, kind of pulled just a little bit to kind of get me in. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, I mean, I'm liking it. You know, Ryan, I do not actually. I'm like kind of still brand new to a lot of stuff, so I mean, I was carpenter for a little while, for a few years, but you know, now I'm kind of like I'm like a first year apprentice in the pipe fitters, so that's kind of what I've been doing. But yeah, I was putting a pipe jam. We had the 8-inch 20 foot prefabbed you know, piece of PVC that we were putting up. I had like a friction clamp on it. We were up on the lift, and I was trying to rotate the pipe, you know, to get it in, you know, to like connect it to the other piece, right? And I don't know, I kind of rotated the friction clamp a certain way, and my thumb jammed on a piece of hang, or like a strut. I was kind of fucking that you know, so my right thumb kind of hurts a little bit. I was warming up a little bit, and I'm like, damn, this kind of hurts to like press on it. So it's on like the nail, so you know, it's not too bad. It's honestly nothing, but it kind of just hurts a little bit. All right, so finally having a good ass unit. Yeah, you know, yeah, it's definitely been a nice experience right now. Let's see, you're still doing breakdowns, because I have some games I like you'd break down a bunch of guys who don't really know how to play fixes. Yeah, I can still do that. I'm still doing like the breakdowns if you guys want to do that, or if you guys want to send me gameplay. I'm still doing that. I haven't had anybody send me gameplay in a while, right? So, but yeah, if there's anybody that has a VOD or something, they're like streaming LG or whatever, they're playing just 6s or whatever, even 3s too, I could do breakdowns of that too. I'm not opposed to breaking down anybody's gameplay, right? So if you guys want to send me that, you know, just send me the DM, the VOD, the timestamp, the position you're playing, what you want broken down, right? And I can do a breakdown when I have time, right? I'm kind of doing a few different videos right now, but I'm just you know, whenever I get to it, if I can get to it, hopefully I'll be able to get to it within the whatever 7 days it is, because most guys stream on Twitch, right? So their stream, if they save it, will be up for at least, I think, 7 days, maybe 14 days. I'm not sure what setting is like that now, if you can save your VODs for a longer time. But yeah, if you guys want that, I could still do breakdowns for you guys. You know, I'm still, you know, wanting to do that kind of stuff. But yeah, so let's see here. Build a roster. All right, post that lefty build. Post that lefty build at 2-8. Wait, what? The 1T? Sliced my thumb a couple weeks ago. Oh man, yeah, that's not good. All right, so how many guys do we have on the other side right now? Can one of you guys let me know? You guys need a left winger on the opposite side? So what I was going to have is the goalies were going to switch. I was going to have Crowing play on the opposite side so that he can stream it, so that I could see who's on the other team. If you guys are ready and you guys only need like one more guy, I mean, I don't know. I'm not trying to like push it necessarily. If there's anybody in chat that's in the Discord, first of all, that wants to get in, that isn't in a DR right now, you guys, I have voice chats that you guys can join, right? If you're like, you basically can select whatever position that you want to rotate in for. If you're in a waiting room, that lets me know that you want to get in. It's a clear indication that you're waiting to get in. That's why I put that in. We have a left winger waiting room, center, right wing, lefty. Like, we have every single position. Once you're in a DR, you know, if you're in a lobby with either on my side or on the opposite side, then you could basically leave the voice chat. Therefore, I know you're in, right? That you're kind of square. But if you're waiting to get in, that's when we can use the voice chats to kind of signal to me, because I can see who's joined what and who's wanting to rotate in for what, instead of, you know, us having to be like, hey, you know, anybody in chat want to play now, right? I need to know. If you guys are in chat and you're not a part of the Discord, the first thing down below on the YouTube side. If you're on TikTok, go to my YouTube channel page and you can find a link there. to the community Discord, you'll be able to go to the Scrims channel. You can kind of let me know there, or join a voice chat of whatever you're trying to join, basically. Like what spot did you want to take, right? What position you want to rotate in for, and then after 2 games or so, we can rotate you guys in, or whoever leaves, we can kind of do that too. So I kind of want to get this to go on quick. Who else do we need on the opposite side? I mean, we can keep, if Skizzy wants to just join the others, just join the other team, we could do that too. Maybe he could just, I don't know if Skizzy, you can stream it or something, and maybe you know, so that I can see who's on the other team and who's getting in, who's rotating in and out, because I can't see what's on the other side. That's kind of the whole point of having the live stream for whoever's on the opposite side that can stream, you know. So I need somebody on the other team to tell me who's on what, or who you guys need, or anybody in chat that wants to do that too. Do we still need a left winger on the opposite side? All right, is there anybody? Let's see. I need to go here. Anybody in chat can play left wing that's not already in? Also, while we do that, I've been playing with the PMD for a little bit this week in Esports Cast Gaming. I was playing with this build. Now I can definitely tell it's a little bit weaker because I literally got stiff armed by a guy skating with the puck. He one hand stiff armed me to the ground. I mean, you know, I didn't know it was football, but he had the puck. He basically sprinted past me, shoved me out of the way, and then went to the net and scored. So that might show up in a video. Just to be clear. But other than that, it felt pretty good. You know, so it's kind of where I'm at right now. On paper, this is a better build, you know, stat-wise, like statistic-wise, attribute-wise, but I can't say for certain if it's actually better. Although I did put up quite a few number of points this time around. I don't know if it's the build, or if it's just, you know, I just was on a heater playing. Play left wing. Need like 5 minutes? Okay. I mean, I guess we could wait. See what we got here. It's the build, definitely not you. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it is me. I was on 40 ping while that guy was probably on 10. Ping does have an effect. I wholeheartedly believe that. Yeah, you guys want to see the builds that these guys have? I mean, I guess we could show that. I mean, yeah, if you guys want to post your build, we have a community builds channel. You guys wouldn't mind posting builds, you know. I actually have to, for my builds, I have to update the video and put, you know, even though you can just go to my channel and just find it, but just to kind of keep the Discord up to date, which it really isn't, to be honest. But all right, but what I want to do, oh yeah, I didn't even show the freaking builds. First of all, there's a couple of things with this grind, man, that I want to get straight. Because I think some people are just simply not understanding what I'm saying sometimes. All right. So we have an esports position leaderboard channel, right? That showcases everybody that's sort of grinded a certain, you know, however many points at a certain position, right? The guys that are obviously in first place, if I were to move guys on now, today, the top 3 guys in each position would move on, right? Or at least number 1 would get first dibs, then second and third, things like that, right? But this isn't something that's like a super quick grind. First of all, when you guys put your name in the tryouts channel, you have to be specific on the position you want to play and grind for, okay? So when I'm updating the position leaderboard, right, on who's grinding towards what, if your position does not match what you signed up for, you will not earn points for that. And if your name is not the same as what you put down, or if it's missing, the gamer tag is not the same as what you put in there, it will not count either, right? Because I don't know who you guys are, right? There's a few guys that told me, oh, I didn't, you know, you didn't put my name in there, and I explained why I didn't put your name in there, why you weren't on the leaderboard. Okay. Second thing, you can't just say I can play any position, okay? Because for this grind, you will only earn points towards one position. If you go and change position, you go from right D to center to left wing, then you basically, any points that you accumulated to this point on a certain position and you change positions, you go then back to 0. So if you want to go from right wing or from right D to center and so on and so forth, you're going to start back at 0. That's just how it's going to work. I'm not going to sit here and, you know, I can play any position, and now you earn from right D 2 points, and then you go to center, you keep that 2. No, you don't keep the same points because you're not grinding that position. What we're looking for, what I'm looking for this team is 6 guys, 6 starting guys to play one position, not for us to switch based on who we have in. That's not how this is going to work. Okay. So, all right. What I'm going to do is just play a pub match until you guys, because I don't know who we even have. If we need one more freaking guy, I'm not going to sit here and wait for that. So we're going to play here. And then if we have somebody, because what, you guys need a left winger? Oh, coming now? Okay, hang on. I'm not going to start it then. Just let me know when you guys have it. Whoever can let me know. Waiting for an invite. Okay. See, this is why. Whatever, man. I mean, we already have it kind of going. The Crowing's on my side. I don't know who's on the other team, but if Skillsy, can you stream on like when you get there so that I can see? I don't know if it affects you or not. If it like completely destroys your ping, I don't want that to happen. Also, I'm trying to time how quick we get into a game, because like the past 2 times we did this, it took us 30 minutes in the stream before we actually played. You know, and it's like, come on, it takes a while, and I understand we don't have like the thing is, the way that this should work is that if at 7 o'clock I only have 6 guys ready on my side, and we're still looking for guys on the other team, we're just gonna play pubs until we get there. I'm not trying to wait around for shit to happen, because we're basically just wasting time at this point, and I don't want to waste anybody's time that's already here now, right? Because we can't find guys for the other team. I'm not just trying to freaking find guys to fill positions too. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't help us at all. Because the whole point, right, for the esports grind is to get guys in that are trying out. So if you put your name in the tryouts and you're not here, I'm not saying you have to come every single time, but if you're not here, like, what do you want me to do? You know what I mean? Eventually, I'm going to have to kick your name out because you're not showing up. If you are showing up, that's fine. You know what I mean? Spend all day working in the cold. Honestly, I feel you on that 100%. We got carpenters on our job that are working outside. The whole week they had to basically take off because it was basically single digit to negative wind chill temperature. You know what I mean? So it was friggin' crazy. And I used to work in the cold a lot too, and you know, hell, I was getting the freaking pipe delivery today, working in the cold, so I was waiting for the damn truck to show up, and you know, all that kind of stuff. Sucks. The first thing that goes numb is my hands, bro. Hands and like feet. My feet get cold really quick too. I don't know why. Like my limbs are not, you know, circulating the blood quick enough. All right. So just so everybody's square on that, I mean, obviously, you know, everybody who is new that puts their name in and all that kind of stuff for the, you know, in the tryouts channel, I feel like it's just all kind of like, not everybody understands what I'm saying sometimes. I'm just trying to make it as clear as possible. All right. And another thing too, right? Like, this isn't a super quick grind. Like, this is it's gonna take a little bit of time before we actually start to move on to the next stage, right? Like, we kind of need to, you know, really work on getting a lot of reps in, right? Like, that is the main thing. I'm not gonna say that we're not performing well enough, but I mean, there's a lot of chemistry that needs to be built before we really start to move on. You know what I mean? All right, the other team is ready, waiting for code. So type in 3434 and go any server. Or we could just put central server because, hey, who's host? No, I'm just kidding. Wouldn't that be a bitch? So it's 3434 any. Grudge match should be off. Make sure that that's off, even though it likes to stay on for a second spin. Whenever you guys are ready, I'm there. Bonjour, EQC. See, exactly. That's the first thing we ban every single time we play a team. So you get a chance to, in esports, you get to, I think it's, I forget which side does the banning. Like, you can choose to veto one server. So most times, right, like, you could see the servers that, like, how many guys are near a certain server. Is it away? Okay. So away vetoes and home chooses, right? So what I like to do, or I guess what my team likes to do is, even though some of the guys play on QC, we like to veto QC because, like, 6 out of 6 guys are from QC, you know, or at least most of them. So most of the time we just play on East, which is a little bit better. For me, it doesn't really change whether it's QC or East. For some reason, I'm like perfect distance away from QC and East, so that it shows the thing again. It's just 3434 any server. It's basically that all you had to do was put in the code, leave everything else the way it is on default, and then just put grudge match off. The server is just any server. It doesn't have to be a specific thing. You want a scrim? I already got a scrim that's going with the, you know, with the opposite team. Of course, what would be really funny is the guys that actually do stream snipe. Sometimes that happens. You actually play a team you didn't actually DM and scrim because somebody actually randomly got you. Yeah, so if there's anybody in chat that isn't in this first cycle, if you want to get in, right, you're not in already, just make sure that you're in the Discord. We have waiting room. We have each position has its own waiting room. So if you want to get into a specific position, just join the voice chat of the position that you want to rotate in for, so that I can see that you're waiting for the next cycle. So after 2 games with this group, we can get whoever's waiting in to rotate in. The way it works too is that the guys that are on my side will stay. Guys on the opposite side will get the rotation. So the whole point, right, is to see how we perform. What I'm going to try my best is to analyze both sides of the ice, give some feedback out while I'm playing, and then if there's somebody that's performing well on the opposite team, he has a chance then to join my side and sort of switch places with the guys that are on my side. I'm not going to kick anybody out, though. I know the first time we did this, I was doing that, but we don't have the number of guys ready to rotate in for me to start, like, kicking guys off to get new guys in. The whole point is to try to get to my side. So if it was first come, first serve. If you signed up first, you're on my side. If you signed up second, then you're on the opposite side, right? If you play well enough against the opposite position that you're playing, you can then steal that position on my side. And what I want to see is us to try to simulate some kind of, you know, LG form of playing the game. You guys know that trap defense, you know. So not too much of a forecheck from either side unless it's there. Simple hockey, move the puck, see how the defense play. I'm playing right D, so I got to do a good job quarterbacking the play. The forwards got to do a good job, you know, finding the lanes into the zone. So all that kind of stuff goes in with it. Working it down low. See what they got. Got to find in front. We can move this puck quick. Yep. I'm joining the rush. Blue. Back to my inside. Across side. Try to find red. Back door. I'm going to rotate back down. Bryson with the save. I forgot. Brick Bryson. Oh, yeah. It's also scrim rules, right? So you cannot dunk. No team can dunk. Goalies have to play it. So we keep the game moving. Yep. So you guys should be rotating back, finding a lane in. See if you guys can. Hey, to get it off the bounce. Pressure that if you can down low. They're forechecking quick. I'm jumping this rush. 3-on-2 it should be. 3-on-2. We're going in. We're going in. We're going in. Oh, almost had it. I'm going to stay in a rush. I'm going to rotate back. Red's in the play. Backdoor score. Nice play. Good rotation. I like what Red did, right? As I jumped up into the rush, you guys sent 3 guys in to forecheck 1 puck down low. It's a quick send back up that Teal was able to make deep into the zone. We were able to get a rush off of it initially. We kept possession of the puck. I like the rotation there from Red. Rotating it back to the point. Once he got it, I then rotated back to the point with, you know, kind of rotated with him. And he sent the pass back door. It's a good play. Pulling that stick out. Basically gave it right back to him. But love to see that. You know, love to see that. I'm going to pressure this. Nice. I'm going to jump up again here. You know, Red kind of delayed a little bit. We're there. We're there. Ooh, okay. We could definitely do a little bit of tic-tac-toe, you know, if we want to. Pressure that. Yep, we're fine with that. I'm gonna keep it for a little bit. Skaters 1. I don't have any comms. Gonna send it to you guys whenever you guys can make a cut. I'll try to read the cut that's there. Ooh. Work it down low. See what's there. Back at the point. I'm just throwing it on. Wow, what a freaking ricochet. My shot ain't that powerful anyway. Try to play the 2-on-1. Try to get the intercept in there, but that didn't work. Watch the middle. I know you guys are kind of hearing me like a couple seconds, I think, late. Good save. Bouncing puck. Work their way. Let's see how the other team tries to play the puck possession game. Blue, I'm up. Tough pass. I mean, we are flinging it up. If it's not there, it's not there, you know? We don't have to force it. Shot on, looking for the rebound. He's going to pressure me. Find Red. I was trying to find Blue initially, and he kind of pulled away off the rush up the ice, but that's all right. He doesn't, you know, he doesn't have to go up. Blue, what's he got? Shot. Nothing wrong there. Green has him in the corner. Down low. Can we get it? We're fine with that. He may throw the puck on. Good interception there, Teal. I'm gonna see how Teal can control the puck a little bit. You know, I don't want to be the only guy mainly. You know, I kind of want to give possession and have equal breakout opportunities for both. Right. So if they're trapping, I'm gonna give it to Teal a little bit just to see how he can control it. I know a lot of it, right? I will say, when a team is trapping, a good team that's trapping, you want to have, you know, I would say certain call outs. Backdoor! Is that the French force of hell? Ooh, I tried to find that backdoor feed. Somebody's got to step on me. There's no way I should have walked almost to the middle there. I could have almost taken it to the net. Whoever's in the middle, whether that's, I would say, that's got to be either left D or center on the opposite side. Has to then step on me. I mean, there was 2 guys there, so maybe the left D could have stepped on me. There's no reason I was able to just almost take it there. Now, I'm trying to analyze both sides, right? So I want both sides to perform well from a defensive and offensive side, right? So let's see, you know, how we do that. That's a good break in. The issue is there has to be more of like an emphasis on setting the puck up to them guys in stride. It's not always going to be open, but it makes it really tough to get into the zone when all the forwards have to basically stop. Ideally, you guys shouldn't stop. You guys should, when you guys pick a lane. Oh, it's a power play on us for some reason. We got a power play. When you guys pick a lane as forwards up the ice, you guys should be able to make a cut and then continue cutting, or you know, something, right? Whether it's a slowdown or not, you guys, there always should be some kind of movement up the ice that isn't always seen. I also forgot to check the traits too. If anybody is running any red traits, I'll allow it now. But if anybody does have, I don't think I saw any red traits. I'm not gonna. That also won't give you points towards your position. Oh yeah, if you have wheels, so yeah, banned traits. Everybody by now should know that wheels is banned. So I mean, I didn't keep track of that. It's fine for now. But next game, you guys gotta make sure that you're keeping your builds within the LG rules and restrictions. Okay. But you guys should know what they are. I've already shown the picture a few times now, but you can go on the LG website, I think, and find it. Or I think in the Discord, official Discord, and find it. Teams all over the place. Yeah, it's got to just be simple structure. So, like, when you guys rotate back, right, all 5 guys should be able to rotate back. So when we play the possession game here, like, if I'm here and I'm rotating it all the way back, I know in this case, right, it's not going to happen because we're on the power play. But if everybody rotated back, the forward should be behind the blue line. We should be, like, essentially in the slot, rotating it back this far. And then when the defensemen carry it up, that's when the forward should be able to straight line through the middle, and then make a cut near the red line, or sometimes, you know, late, whatever it is, right? Make a cut left or right. Ideally, we want you guys to move in the same direction. Therefore, a call out would have to be made. I would often say, you know, the center to cut left or center to cut right, and that would tell the wingers what to do as well, right? If the center goes one direction, you'd want the winger then to also then move in the same direction, right? Rag makes a cut left. I can read that. He went one way, then he went back the other. Oh, I try to feed Teo back again. But here I'm going to just send it up quick because we're on the power play. You guys should be able to play tic-tac-toe at least a little bit. Oh, damn it. I try to just go in and try to snake past you guys. That's on me. Green, though, fighting his way through. Finds the cut. Shot. Yep, there's the wheels. I can see. That's fine for now, but you got to take it off next game. I mean, it will make it tougher for me to stay with him. He should be able to straight line past me if he gets the jump on me. Yeah, there's the wheels right there. You guys can't have that on. That's the only thing. What's the Discord? If you go to the YouTube channel, I'm also streaming there. First link down below of that live stream. You should be able to see a link to the Discord. And therefore, that's where we gather. So, ooh, blue. Yeah, keep going, blue. If you want to keep going, I can read that. I should be able to read that and find that pass. May that always be time. Nice play. Nice play right to the net. That's a good jump. I kind of want to see the wingers do that a little bit. Like, you guys could choose when you guys want to go up. You guys see a chance, definitely take the space there. So that was a good jump there from blue, right? Trying to just get behind. And then a really good play there from red in the corner, driving to the net. Was able to get it. Somebody's got to make a play on that. That's got to be left D or center again. I don't know. Even the right D can maybe even help support on that. There it is. All right, that's a good play there. Quick pick. Quick pick. See how he controls it. All right. Not a bad play. We should be able to get it. Oh, my God. I'm ass at the game. I'm ass at the game. I can't even get the puck. There we go, finally. I hate the freaking loose pucks behind net. You can't get it because your stick hits the damn net, and that stops you from getting it. Forcing it again, scored. I know it's a warm-up game. Don't even worry about it. I know it's a lot of forces right now. Kind of just have to anticipate the force, really. I mean, if you guys were trying to do some scouting a little bit. I'm not saying that I'm outstanding controlling at the point, but somebody's got to almost shadow me. So the left winger should be on my ass the entire game. Like, literally just strict tight point on me. Good stick there, Green. I don't think I hit it. I don't think I hit that at all, because I think my stick 'em up would have, would have lit up, and it didn't. Working it down low. Blue cutting in. Good defensive play there. I'm going to play over the top on that. We won't get that puck, though. Play opposite side of Teal. Right? Like, if he goes to the right, I obviously know I have to switch with him and play left. Right? That's just a basic rotation. No chemistry is needed for that. That's just seeing the ice. Right? I think some rotations, too, naturally, are not necessarily chemistry related. Right? There are a lot of things that you should just be able to naturally do well with one another. And that's where sort of understanding LG comes into play here. I understand that if guys are not performing up to par, I don't want to see guys start trolling and, not trying, things like that. Try to do your best with what's there. This is first game on, right? So second game when we play again, you guys should be able to make some kind of, change up, or you guys be able to feel each other out a little bit better. There's got to be something. Nice, working it up. Defense got to stay over the top. Blues controlling, working it. I can almost just walk there and force it every time. I mean, that one didn't go through, but I'm just saying. Like, that's kind of what I've been just doing this entire game. Somebody's got to step on me a little bit sooner. Like, force me to move the puck to somebody a lot quicker. You know what I mean? Defensemen are lost. We can't. The thing, too, is, right? I mean, I don't know. There does have to be just, I think, quicker passes from the defense. And I'm speaking from the opposite side. Just sort of like basic hockey. Like, if you guys have to move it quick, then just move it quick. Let the forwards kind of control it a little bit. See if they can make something happen on the breakout. You guys don't have to necessarily control it all the time. Just make a quick pass if it's there. Good pressure there. Like here, just get rid of it. Although, I mean, we are kind of hemming you guys a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Like, there does have to be options open. So that's, I mean, it's honestly the toughest thing, right? The toughest thing, I think, even for me, is the breakouts, right? And it's not always, it's so tough because it is so reliant on being on the same page with the forwards. If the forwards are not, sometimes it could be the forwards' problem. Like, maybe the forwards are not doing what they need to be doing. Ooh, good walk in there. Able to take it right to the middle. So I tried to push him to the right side, and then I went back to the middle. And I'm doing that because I'm playing over the top and the next guy driving, right? He kind of delayed a little bit. Then the guy through the middle drove through the center. I have to then play over the top on that guy. I can't stick onto the right, onto that winger. See if we can get like a quick 1T. Probably not, mate. Quick chance there. Penalty. Wow. They tired about talking about. Well, hey, I'm not trying to cater towards just what's shown on my side, right? Like the whole point, I'm looking at literally 10 guys, really, if I'm looking at myself too on the ice. I'm not looking at the goalies. I can care less. I can see if you guys are making saves or not. I mean, all the goalies that signed up are already going to move on to the next phase. That's the benefit of playing goaltender. They're in short supply, but they're very valuable to a team, right? Yeah, there it should have been an easy step. That's actually a good puck control play there from the winger taking the ice. That's available, driving to the net, right? Somebody has to take that. So I'm looking at hates goalies confirmed. Okay. Hang on. So what was that goal? Because that's actually an important player. So again, I'm pressuring here. I'm seeing this guy, right? So I have to play over the top on that. A lot of guys, you know, they'll like force that pass and then he could take the ice here if I commit to that guy. So I have to stay over the top here. By him delaying, there's enough bodies around him where, you know, it should have been easy to take him. I'm with crowing. Okay, well, I mean, I didn't know I was making an enemy of the goalies. I mean, I'm kind of... If I didn't like you guys, I would say, oh, yeah, none of you guys are freaking good. You know, let's just get the F out of here. You guys are not going to pass. Or I would be more strict on you guys making saves, I guess. So, scrim, I mean, here, yeah, you guys can control it. So we got to send at least 2 guys on our side. At least 1 or 2. There it is. I like what Red did there. I was actually trying to find Red, to be honest. He like cut from behind net to then in front of in front of the net, basically, is what I was looking at. Right though, PK, I mean, there's a whole structure to that. That's a little bit difficult. I want Teal to start controlling the puck. Fuck me. That's a bad pass. I like, I don't know how I missed that, to be honest. Nice, good puck control. We're going to send 2 guys. We're fine with that. They are going to send another 2 guys, though, I could tell. I'm going to use the boards there. Blue support. Find me. Nice. Yeah, we're fine with that. Simple rotation. I don't know how many times you guys are making penalties if it's the same guy tripping. That's a little bit tough on the defensive side right now. Again, first game on. Let's not bash anybody. The whole point of this is to see how we play. Nothing goes against you, first of all. Let's understand that. Nothing will go against anybody. You can only really gain from playing in these scrims, to be honest with you. Like, if you lose 5-0, whatever. Oh, he's going for it. Wheels all the way. Maybe go for the wrap. Comes Brick Bryson. Let's see if he puts the puck in his own net, right? Kind of learned that from my channel, right? I'm forcing it. I'm forcing it. I didn't have to force that. Sometimes you can just feel it, right? Easy pass up. Drive to the net. Good shot. Take a look at our guys now. Yeah, it's just one of those games, man. Where a team starts getting bounces, and then everything goes their way. That's literally what it is. It's the most ridiculous. Like, you could feel it. It's ice tilt 101. If you don't have like a sense of that by now, I mean, you just haven't played the game long enough to feel it. There's games where you rock the game. I'm gonna pass it to T for a little bit. See what T wants to do. Yep, good play. You guys gotta have a better trap too right now. I mean, if you guys are gonna trap, you guys gotta trap all the way. Oh my goodness! I tried poke check. I get the puck and I freaking sauce it. I gotta make sure Crowing's like, you know, ready to play though. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of the whole reason. That was actually calculated. Oh my god. You know, that defenseman almost pulled a hack. You know? Yeah, do you remember that one, Skizzy? Yeah, I should be able to either chop it up the boards or pass it quick. A dump and chase, you can tell, right? They're sending 2 guys, which they have to. So it's up to the defense to then move that puck quick to somebody that's open. Boards around net. Even sometimes skating it if the room is there. Nice puck control there. Shot. Let's see. What I'm seeing is I'm seeing the center on the opposite team is playing left D, and the left D is playing center. And if you guys are, you know, oh man, that's almost. Great stick. Oh my gosh. Stick him up, baby. Clear, stick him up. And so a lot of what we do here should be quick. Nice play. Shot. The offense is there right now. Nice. Good. Wow. For JC Pens. Part of the #1 team in Caps Gaming right now, I think, right? For contenders. Eventually, you know, we'll see what happens. I'm ready for that matchup, Pens, just to let you know. I'm ready. Teams getting better each week. Chemistry starting to form. Yeah, this Wheels is insane. You guys getting a boost from that, you know what I mean? I'm gonna kind of come up right side. Nice play. Gonna try driving all the way. Back and forth game. I'll give it to Teal. Nice. Quicks up. Or quick up. Red shot on the side of the net. Wheels is insane. It's honestly the greatest thing, though, to train against somebody who's rocking wheels, right? Because then you get to judge how, like, your angles of who's doing what, you know, or like, you know, like who's skating past you and shit like that. I can sense the frustration on the opposite side. Just play your position. Don't even worry about what's going on. Ooh, 1T was there, but good play regardless. Quick up. He's got wheels on. Got to stay over the top on that. Sauce. Icon. Quick up. I like where Blue's at, right? He's up the ice. You know, when the transition is there, he's there, right? On my right side. Here comes Wheels. Oh, my guy wants to spin around. I think the forces there are there. I mean, you see our side is forcing passes. How many times have I been forcing the pass back door in front of the net? You guys can send a few of those passes, right? There's nothing wrong with the good old French force. I know people don't necessarily like that, you know? Like some guys want you guys to play, you know, better cycle hockey. But a lot of these passes, I mean, how many were just forces, right? Which is on the defense, right? That's on all three guys down low, center to defense, to stop anything that's sort of, I mean, yeah, that's just a force. He gets to like, this area is like Death Valley, I feel like, because all you do is just send it here, and there's a million different ways it could go in. Yeah, Wheels is banned. Whoever has it's got to get it off. This is also why I got to see if somebody's streaming. I think if Scuzzy does have it up, I'll pull it up right now. Okay, yeah. Let me see what you guys have. Who's got wheels on? Also, who you guys missing too? You guys are missing a left D. So I think power. You can't have power forwards. You can't. Okay, so nobody's bad there. As far as goalie builds, I don't even think they banned anything for goalies, right? Which is like the smartest move I've ever seen them do. I mean, if you guys want to talk it up on the other side, you guys can do that. My bad, took off wheels. Yeah, no, it's fine. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's not gonna go against you that game, but if you know, if you had it on for the next game. All right. So just to kind of reiterate it, if you guys want to get in, you're not in currently. If you want to get in next game after this one, the one that we have coming up, the team on LG, everyone. I'm not playing LG this season again. I can never find time to do it. The beginning of the weeks for me is kind of tough. I am playing caps right now, so that's kind of why I'm not playing LG. I don't have a lot of time to do both. I have to kind of pick between one or the other. Force, it's Wayne Galensky. Yeah, competitive builds. You're right. Yeah, you got to use anything that you can only use competitively. And you probably explain it 700 times. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm going to probably explain it 700 more times. But, okay, so the way this thing works from an esports tryout standpoint, first of all, this is a long-term grind, right? This isn't something that's going to be like for next event or whatever. It could be something way down the line, right? The whole point is to kind of see, is to kind of get the same guys, you know, kind of started, right? I'm looking for 3 things when it comes to advancing you guys on the leaderboard. For one, it's commitment. So it's basically showing your face. Which is basically the commitment point is, you know, you put your gamer tag and your, you know, position in the Esports Tryouts channel so that I see, hey, I want to play esports down the line at this position. Okay, cool. That's one thing. Then you show your face. How many times you do that based on your availability. I know we're only playing 1 day a week. That's fine for me, right? That it's we're kind of just easing our way into it. I don't expect us to play 3-4 times a freaking week. It's not gonna happen. I don't have the time for that either. But eventually, who knows? Down the line, we may start to jump it up to like at least 2 or maybe 3 times a week, with a certain group, right? So that's the second thing. It's showing your face, availability. You know how many times you show your face, and then it's your skill level. So you gain points. The most amount of points that you can get in any given night is 1 point. Basically, if you show at least enough, you know, basically what I would call simple hockey right now. You know, if you could showcase just simple hockey played at an LG, you know, type level, you can play the trap, you could play, you know, breakouts, you know, forecheck, whatever it is, right? Offensive zone cycle, defensive zone, you know, whatever. If you can show that, at least to my liking, then you'll get 1 point. If you do it, you know, you got some stuff, you know, I don't know. If you at least play, you know, and you kind of play for at least a couple games or whatever, you may earn a half point. I can't even speak. So you can get either between, you know, a half point or a full point, and then each night you show up, you kind of gain points, and that's kind of how you advance on the leaderboard. Then down the line, when you get to a certain, you know, when we get to a certain spot where I'm like, all right, let's start to move guys that have been around to the next stage where we start to play a little bit more with each other. We do a little bit more breakdowns. We start to, you know, maybe start scrimming other teams, right? Other organized teams. We start talking to each other a little bit more. You know, that'll be that stage. And I'll be taking the guys that are, you know, number 1, top 1, 2, and 3, probably for each position, depending on how many guys we have in, to that next stage. And then you guys will get first dibs. We'll see how you guys do. And then that will kind of move along that way. And then when we get to a certain point, you know, where you can start to see the progress we're earning, you know, we're understanding the chemistry. I don't know how many guys will advance. I'm not just going to advance guys for the sake of advancing. Once you get to the next stage, you have to perform to sort of stick around. You know, you may get an opportunity to scrim. You may not do up to par with anything that I want you to do. You may have to, you know, grind in these streams again to sort of get back to that point. A lot of it, you know, it is eventually your skill will have to show, but it doesn't matter now, right? The main thing that we have to do right now is just simply get reps in. That's all I'm really looking at right now. See who wants to play, who's dedicated, and who's available to play, and then, you know, how, you know, the type of skill level that you guys have. I'll be able to see. Wow, how did that go through? I thought that guy was there, to be honest. Some of these forces are insane. I'm not gonna lie to you. I started to force the puck this week in Cavs, and it was working. I don't know. Again, this is PK. Okay, never mind. He wasn't there. I thought his stick was on that other side of his body, but it wasn't. You guys can tie up in the middle of the ice, man. You guys, somebody's got to... I mean, on the PK, you can't really pressure me at the point. You can send one guy to the point, but the other 3 guys have to stay down low, cover the 3 forwards, right? So here we go again. Somebody's got to stay on me. I mean, I'm going to try, when I get the puck, I'm going to be controlling it through, like, the point, basically. Try to get to the high slot, whatever's open. Somebody's got to stay and step up on me. Good play. They would get the rotation off that. Force that puck. Whatever's there. Actually, do not force. I mean, force it if it's there, and but don't always force it. That's a good. All right, good rotation up. One thing I'll say to you, Blue, though, you don't have to back skate into the puck. I want to catch you in stride going forward. You can literally you can still get that puck facing forward. I want you to almost be at top speed when you get the puck there, because you can blow by the damn defense with enough speed there. That's what I'm looking at for when it comes to defense. Good drive there. I'm gonna send it to you again. So yeah, you're getting that puck in stride so that you can just kick into the next gear, right? If you're back skating and then you have to turn, you lose speed. It allows guys to catch up behind you and then stop you. See how you guys force it here. Shot. I'm gonna send it to Blue again. He's open. Throw it. Work it back to the point. I'm walking, forcing back door. It's in. It's a repeated look right now. I mean, for you guys, it's just it has to be. That's a defensive problem right there, because that's a backdoor option open. I'm gonna give it to Tio a little bit. We do want us to. I mean, again, it's kind of tough when it comes to rotation. You know, I would say, especially off the face-off, I wouldn't say it's very easy to sort of be in sync with the guys. I knew that pass was going there. Yep, nice step, Red. Perfect step there. Like that has to happen to me on the opposite side, I think. I'm in all kinds of weird spots there. Cut off the angle there. I'm taking it all the way to the net. It's a little bit tough, man. So that, first of all, I see that a lot when I'm playing esports, guys. Well, LT. It has to be an emphasis on keeping to the middle. So you cannot commit. First of all, you can't slow down. You can't angle towards me. If you angle towards me, I'm going straight at the net. And then the defenseman, if he angles towards me, he's like cutting off his lane. His like pursuit is off. Blue's open right side. I like where Blue's at, man. Same with Green. I mean, both of you guys are playing the spot well, right? But I'm just saying, you know, since I'm a right DC, I'm gonna angle right back to the middle, because my angle, you know, I kind of got beat by that player a little bit, but I was able to recover at least enough to, you know, stop at least the initial rush. Blue's gonna get that puck up first. I was trying to like sort of beat him on the rotation, sort of be in line with the other forwards. Good step there. I'm gonna cut that off if I can. Shot on. You guys can retrieve it. Rotate it to the middle. Able to stop that just enough. Could I be the utility guy? See, that's the thing. Right now, utility guys, I'm not even like trying to look at right now. If you could play any, like, I'm looking for the guys that are trying to be committed. I mean, you can go for that spot, but again, you're only going to really earn points towards one position. I'm not going to have us look at you 5 different times at, you know, each different position to see what fits best for you. Because we got other guys trying to grind one particular position. It only makes sense then, you know, while they get reps there, you can get reps in at one spot as well. It kind of doesn't really make sense to... Are you button passing for the force? No, I'm just simply pointing and passing. I'm not trying... icon passing really doesn't work there. What I do for icon passing is breakouts when I'm trying to long send it to, like, Blue, for example. When you saw the long stretch pass, that's an icon pass where I'm holding the button down and it does an auto sauce. It, like, sauces the puck for me. Those passes are better than manual passes because the manual pass doesn't go off as fast as an icon. It's actually broken. Whenever, since they added it, it's been something that's ridiculously useful for defensemen. It takes almost no talent to freaking have. So anybody who wants to play next game, right? If you guys are waiting, I can see 2 guys are waiting to get in. Those guys will get in next game. If anybody else in the chat Anybody in the Discord server, whatever, you guys are waiting, just join one of the just join whatever position you want to play. Join that voice chat and nice, there's the one-timer. Uh-oh, almost I almost chopped it right back into Crowan. Yeah, because my stick's right to him, trying to pick it up. That's the one bad habit I have. I like... Ooh, good pass. I'm not even looking at the player now. Nope, nope. Coming off the angle. There it is. Nice position there. All right. Some of the passes too, I will say, I'll have passes where I'm like too close to the player and it goes off either a muffin or like a rifle and it doesn't get to him at all. One or the other is oddly weird. There's the shot, looking for the rebound. Quick pass up. I hate icon passing. Always just do regular. Well, I only do icon passing for the auto sauce passes because it's like specific to that type of pass. You can't do it regularly. The pass will either be like it'll be along the ice, right? So somebody could easily pick off the pass. If you have an icon pass that's an auto sauce, you may be able to, like here, I'm going to sauce it. You know what I mean? Like that you can only get that type of power on the icon. You can't do a manual pass and have it go that fast. It's kind of broken. Like it's really kind of weird. They actually tuned it down on one of the patches, I think this year. And then they're like, after a couple days, they basically reverted it back because people were complaining. Like, oh my God, I can't play it now. I can't pass the way. I can't glitch pass. I mean, I would almost say that that's a glitch pass to some degree. Like, it goes off like a damn rifle. 200-mile-an-hour freaking type pass almost. And walk the line. Whoever's playing defense, or the left winger on my side has to be able to push on me. Like, I have all the space, all the time in the world to go to the right side there. Yeah, there. It was just a quick up off the turnover. I was down low. I think that pass was trying to get to me. And it goes off the wall back the other way. I mean, it's just one of those plays. It's all right. Yeah, man, it's not a problem. I'm going to give it to Teal. Do what Teal wants to do. Trap defense. Who's open right side? I mean, I'm not going to lie to you, man. I mean, it would not be that wide open to go in. It should be easy to stop Blue from entering the zone on the right side. Because he goes from a standstill, getting the puck, to then skating. I mean, you know, it's an easy step. Like, the whole point of the trap is to literally stop those, you know, literally having 5 guys on the blue line all taking a lane. I don't have it there. I got to angle back to the inside. Fine, Green cutting right up the middle. There it is. Shot. Cool. Damn. Kind of just a slow backhander type pass. Oh, what a pass, Green. I just couldn't bury it. You know, that's why I play defense. Every time I don't score, it's literally just because I play defense. You know what I mean? That's why I play defense. Good pick. Back the other way. Let's see if Teal can... Well, he's got to go by the guy. Good defensive play on the opposite side as well. Nope. We're fine with that. I'm going to blast this down. Nope, that's a bad play. I was thinking maybe it can go through. Step there. Who's got it? Nice. Joining the rush here. We got the numbers. Trailing there. I'm going to go back. Wow. Yeah, see, the reason we trap is so that the forwards can choose when they want to also press as well. Defense could do it too. But honestly, like in a game where you're trying to play, you know, low risk hockey, defensively, you know, their main job is to just play over the top, right? So you don't want them to necessarily press unless it makes sense for them to. Like they'll have a quick rotation back the other way. It's kind of like that's where chemistry is kind of needed. On a team where chemistry is limited, again, simple hockey, just keep to your post essentially and just kind of read what's there and then adjust to your teammates over time. The reason we play 2 games is because you should, by the end of the second game, right, have a decent feel, or at least at the end of the first game, have a decent feel in terms of what you're looking for, in terms of how your team plays and what adjustments you can make. What does Warrior do? It basically negates. It attempts to negate body checks. Like there's like a hit resistance. It allows you to get up faster. You don't lose as much stamina, I think. So it helps in a lot of areas when it comes to this game competitively. I mean, because truculence is not in play, Warrior really acts as something that's very useful to just the common body check. So you can negate body checks altogether sometimes with Warrior. And if you have blue Warrior on, that's even better, right? So I have just the gold Warrior trait on. So it's pretty, you know, it's not bad. It's not super great, but I'd rather have blue elite edges on. That's like the whole reason why I have that. But some guys, though, as like forwards, they'll have a shooting trait, they'll have elite edges, and they'll have Warrior, right? So most guys will have like blue Warrior, blue quick release, and then gold elite edges. That's kind of the combo that I'm seeing for forwards. Me personally, I'd like to have blue elite edges, so I'll downgrade either the shooting trait or Warrior for me on defense, depending on which if I'm playing up or down, or if I'm playing forward or defense. I mean, playing LG this season? Nah, I'm not. I'm playing Caps Gaming, that's why. We'll try to get blue. Try to get that. See what we got. See if they force it. Back the other way. Teal, good rotation there from Green. Working it around. Gonna hit him back, see what space opens up. All right. Ideally, we want you guys to play your position. So if you're gonna play, you know, defense, play well. I mean, if you know, like basically within reason, right? You know, if you're in a rotation, it makes sense, obviously, then to rotate. But I'm just saying, I don't want like you guys to rotate positions for the, you know, all together because something's not working. Whole point is to play your position and get reps at that position to see what you're doing wrong. Like these games should be better than your typical pubs because we're all after some kind of okay, now you guys are starting to see there's the force, right? Now you guys were getting to that area to where you can then get those force passes. And it's not something that has to be done like every single play, but I'm just saying, you know, if it's there, it's there. You know, a lot of guys will force it if it's there. If it has a chance of going through it, you know, typically you want that to go through, or you want to try and force that, not just, you know, not go for it ever just because of the chance it may not go through, or because it's so repetitive. Like the problem with this game is that there's so many things you can exploit. What the guys at the highest level competitively are doing are literally exploiting the things that they can exploit. So do the same. Good forecheck there. Does lead edges help with L2 or just normal light turns? No, it helps with every single turn. So especially L2. That's the reason why I have it, is literally because of the fact that you actually could gain speed with the lead edges off the turn. It is ridiculous the way that they have it this year. Like it's funny as hell when you go back to last game, NHL 25, and you look at the trades, they got rid of elite edges, right? Or yeah, they got rid of elite edges. They never had wheels for custom builds, right? And then this year they're like, oh well, they're gonna, you know, like the reason they did that for 25 is because they wanted the game to be slower. They wanted to slow the game down and let these other traits be used because everybody was just using elite edges. Everybody, all 5 guys on the ice, it would be playmaker and then PMD. All 5 guys elite edges, and then whatever the other 2 traits were, right? Shut down, shut down, stick them up on the defense. And then it was, what, close quarters 1T or something? Close quarters, make it snappy. It was, every single build was the same. So they changed it this year, and they're like, oh, well, you know, we wanted to change it and make it slower, but now we want to actually make it faster, because not only now can you have wheels and elite edges on the same freaking build, let's also up the speed. Let's make the speed faster. Like, why did they do that? I don't understand their direction. They went backwards to then go the other, like they went one direction and then go the opposite direction altogether. It's like, what are we even doing? But hey, you know, I'm not in the room, so I don't know what you not quite sure what they're looking at. Let's see here though. See, you get to that point. All right. Here we can send it up. They had 3 guys quick up. I'm trying to support through the middle or through the right side a little bit. Yeah, there's got to be more of a... I mean, for here, you guys got to almost like quickly send it up to somebody. And there, I jumped the route, attempted to, and then completely missed it. I think it's a penalty on me. No, it's not. Funny how it's not. Blue's there. It's a good job though on the man mark. kind of sweet him. If I passed it to him like slightly earlier, if I had seen it earlier, that would have been it, you know. If you rotate there. Oh, there it is. See, I'm seeing red do that. So I know when he goes back to the point, now I'm going to rotate back with him again. So we keep 3 forwards up, like in the rotation upwards, 2 defensemen in the back. So if he goes back to the point, I know to then rotate like, essentially along the boards basically with him in the opposite direction. You keep the guys spread out. I'm not going to go to the same direction. I'm not going to stay to the point. I can pick the lane. I see where he's going. I see where I can go. I don't have to have chemistry to see what he's doing. So there's some things like that's what I'm trying to see. Just basic stuff like that. You don't have to score goals. You don't have to win the damn game. You could lose, right, 5-1, and you could still showcase a lot of great things on the ice, right? But so like, even though again it's the same score roughly, I thought you guys moved it maybe a little bit better this game. But there are, you know, some defensive things that need to be sorted out. Just some basic chemistry things, I guess, too. Like just some basic rotation, transition. I thought they did a good job with 25 just to screw it all up at 26. Yeah, it's like they took the vision they went. You know, the direction they went, and then they just like scrapped it and went the opposite direction. Like, why? Like, that doesn't even make sense from like a game plan standpoint. You should make the game, right? Not just for the year of, but for like future years, right? Like that, I feel like that would make sense. But, you know, nice, good play. All right, so if there's anybody that was waiting, it looks like there's still only 2 guys waiting. So I think it's from center and left D. We got 2 guys. So if you guys can go to the Scrims channel, hopefully you guys are still in the stream. I'll actually pin you guys too, so you guys know. And also, if there's guys that are leaving, we could then try and get some more guys in, I guess. I mean, both goalies did good with the save percentage. 80? How the hell do you get an 80? I mean, 25 shots? Wow. All right. Yeah. So, who has to join who right now? I think maybe add Skilzy. What's Skilzy's... I think it's, you should just be able to type it in, right? Yeah, Skill... All right. Here, let's go here like that. Let me go like that. Hopefully those guys can see it. Unless everybody just like backed away, I'm not sure. Hang on, let me go back to the chat. I don't have mine. Oh, that's it for you. Okay. Yeah. That's fine. Okay. Okay, so who's got a lobby on the opposite side? Anybody has it still up? You need left wing? Okay. Yeah, that kind of sucks too. If everybody's starting to leave, right? If we don't have enough for the scrim, we'll just play pubs then. I mean, that's all we can do. Hack is just too good. I mean, it's not even really that I was like doing anything crazy. It's, you know, it's just I think just a few simple defensive errors, really. Like if I'm at the point, right? First of all, when I get the puck at the point, the left winger on that side should be almost essentially bull rushing me, or at least mirroring me, so that I can't walk to the middle. Like, the idea is that you could have the wingers play almost like collapsing defense, but then when that puck moves back to the point, the wingers got to do a good job in terms of like repositioning back to the point, and almost like you know what I mean, like play like shadow me at the point spot. I can't do, and you know, even if I spin around 5-6 times, if you're just sort of moving back and forth, you should be fine. All right, so is there a lobby on the opposite team? Because I no longer have the stream to see it. Also, we would need a goalie too, right? If because he's done. Is there a lobby that's still open? Like, I don't even know. For you guys? Wait, who did we lose out on? Did we lose JC Pens? Is he done for the night? I don't even know. Let me see. Now you guys gotta play pubs. GC right wing? Damn. Yeah, well, like, that's the thing. So we can play pubs. So the thing is, if you're in the waiting room, okay. See, this is what kind of sucks. You're just kind of dropping the team altogether. So ideally, if we then move, if we transition back to pubs, the two guys that are trying to play, that were in the waiting room, can then join my side. We're going back to sort of how we did it before, where the guys waiting can then just rotate with the guys that I have on here. So I mean, is he trying to play center? I don't know. Like, that's the thing. Because ideally then, I think, yeah, he wants to play, yeah. All right, so here, the center and the left D on my side. Can you guys back out for a second? Because if we don't have a pubs on the other side, yeah. So because we're trying to get other guys in. So again, you guys will get. I mean, if you were on my side, you play for the 2 games. I mean, everybody played pretty well, right? I would say so. Everybody's gonna get the full point there. And that's kind of all you really need anyway, you know. I mean, this is gonna how it is, right? Because of the amount of guys we have, we kind of have to just like shake it up. And again, it's kind of 2 games, see if we can get other guys in, and then kind of go from there. So, hang on a second. Nobody else joined me, right? Just the 2 guys that were trying to get in, because we have a left D now trying to get in. If we're missing a left winger, right? That's the only thing else that we're basically missing. Ideally, I want someone who's trying to play left wing. I don't want just somebody to fill in the spot. You know what I mean? Let me see. I'll go here and just say, who was the left winger on the opposite team? Because he get that join off me then, unless he left. I mean, yeah, this is just how it is. Now, the thing is, if we want to get another scrim going, we need to have all the voice chats pretty much like filled with at least one guy trying to get in. You know what I mean? So that's like we can pick up scrims later on if we have enough guys, but I'm not going to sit here and try and get that going. All right. Yeah, so yeah, we had yeah, okay. But we're there too. All right. So now okay. That's basically how we're going to have to do it. I mean, so the guys that played on my side, as long as you guys have, first of all, let's understand this. As long as you have your name in the Esports Tryouts channel, your gamer tag and your, position, as long as that is the same as the spot that you just played, right, you will get, the points, right? Like that's kind of how it's going to work. So again, this is still going to be the same thing here. It's a scrim slash like grind to Division 1 in pubs, I guess, sort of type of grind right now. It's kind of what it is. Scrimming each other when it's there. If it's not there, we go to pubs and then see who we match up against. This is the problem with pubs. Is it's so much RNG. It's like more RNG than we have than if we just played scrims like against each other. But that's fine with it. But yeah, like the point is to see like anybody that's waiting, get those guys in. So anybody, if you only played 2 games and you had to like pretty much back out, that's it's not that you're playing bad or anything like that. It's solely just because we're trying to get other guys in. And we didn't have enough to scrim or to get another team going, so we can get 12 guys out here instead of just 6. But that's just the only thing there. Plenty of servers I've been in have players sorted by positions via roles. See, I can't do stuff like that, but I mean, it really doesn't matter. Like I'm sitting here saying, hey, I'm pinging everybody, so literally anybody could fill in. I could eventually set up roles like that, but it's like people have multiple positions that they are, for, right? So it's like, okay. So here we have a chance of playing against anybody, so we still have to play. We still have to use competitive builds. We can't use just anything, and we have the opportunity to face anything on the opposite side. That's I guess an attempt to make the pub grind a little bit tough to play. If we are playing, crap teams, and we'll see how they play, right? But ideally, at least an attempt. If we do face a decent team with chemistry and they have builds that are better than ours, right? That then it makes it a better look for us. So it's basically almost a scrim. If we face against a team that has chemistry, you can basically say that it's a scrim game. Here, though, now the goalie can basically hold on to it if the guys are going to try and dunk. If it's open, take it. If it's not, then just hold it. I don't, you know, we don't have to force it. Oh my God, I get truculence. Hey, look at that. Hey, if EA is going to gift me something, they're going to gift me something. You know what I mean? It's the first time I've ever used truculence this year. If I'm being honest with you, because I don't train. I don't like play. I don't grind with builds traits I can't use. Let me test it out though. God damn. And I knocked the stick out of him. I don't. That's what I like to see. That's the first truculence hit, and it's a damn injury. Oh my goodness. Let me snipe it. Oh, yeah, if only I had quick release though. Yeah, they're in for a tough one. If you're gonna give me truculence, now the only thing I don't want to do is hit the guy so damn hard that I go to the box for 5. Injured plus yard sale. Exactly. Like they have no idea what's coming. But still, yeah, same idea for us. We got to play trap defense, right? Yeah, they're gonna dump it in. They're forechecking. It's still no dip. Ooh. Every time now. Oh yeah, he's done. Oh my goodness. Oh, truculence feels nice. The only. Damn, what a poach check. What does he have? A leech stick him up on? Quick give and go, maybe. Ooh, almost feathered that. That would have been amazing. That would have been freaking insane. Poach check that. It's there. Nice. Back the other way. Ah. All right, let me do the same then. Jesus Christ, I can launch your guy further, and he's hurt. And he's hurt. And yard sale. My goodness. Hey, chat. Anybody in the YouTube comments? The guy has no stick on. Anybody in the YouTube comments are like, oh, why is truculence banned? Why ban traits? Literally because of what I'm demonstrating right now. If you want to see that every game, guys just hitting each other back and forth, and it's literally taking a ridiculous amount of time for the guy to get up. It's literally because of that, dude. Like, you don't want to watch 60 minutes of guys doing that to each other at a high level. That's not even like fun to watch. That's like just traits screwing the game up. Oh, blue was open. I freaking forced that the wrong way. We keep to the middle, then force him. Force him to one side. Push him to the outside. Yep. Once it's there, I can hit him. Jump up. No, I'm not. You guys are up. Nice. There it is. One. Oh, I tried to hit green. God damn, game. See, that's where I feel like it's like I pointed this shit to the left unless I was going slightly up. Ah. Couple passes I'm missing. Damn, I didn't realize how good truculence was. The first time, literally, it's the first time I'm using truculence. I have not used it yet. I think I may have, well, I may have used it like once at the very beginning, like before the game even dropped officially. Ooh, he's got rocket. All good there. That was just a good forecheck. Was able to get the puck there. Ideally, if we can get that puck quickly sent over to at least me, I think I was on that right side. We can then move it up quick and sort of catch him on the transition. Trap defense though, even though we're down by 1, it's fine. Yep, good hold there. I can pick it up in stride. In stride, one time scored. Passing is odd sometimes. Multiple times in our last 2 seasons, I had my shit backwards and pass went forward, and the short passes that would skip and lock onto the far guy. Yeah, passing is weird, very weird. It's like you really have to be precise with how you hold the trigger down and where you're aiming. It's very odd. Like for me, I'm looking for either. I mean, oh, see, quick. Oh, not there. Delay penalty. We get that puck. Space there. Nice, good try. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with getting the puck on net, you know? You can definitely take shots. Look for any type greasing, greaser type goals. We're looking for anything. Or if you want to control it, like my 2 reads are either, I mean, really it's 3 reads. I'm either trying to find some sort of cut play through the middle or a one-timer on the side. So either the green or even a goal line pass over to blue. Maybe a cut by red or even a cut by blue, cut by green. Like any of you guys can cut really through the middle. If I see it, it's there. Or you guys can hang wide for a one-timer. So there's just a bunch of different ways that we could play it. He's got wheels on. Green to the outside. There's the nice. That's a good find there. Of course, they're not going to play it. Welcome to pubs. Ping is up and down. See, it's tough. It's all right. 145. Damn. Are you wired or is that just your like, are you wireless? I mean, 'cause I used to spike like that. He's done. Truculence is so damn good. It's like I didn't realize how good it was. I'm gonna play back. Oh, is that? Oh, god damn. Yeah, that's why we force it. That is why we force it. There, I gotta figure out where I need to go. Like I was basically in a rotation, like I'm playing center. A lot of times when I am playing center, I get into this weird mode where I'm like, I gotta do something, right? Instead of just like wait and see how the play pans out. Like I'm not like anticipating routes, or like where I need to go sometimes. Oh yeah, Red's lagging out a bit, quite a bit, and he still picks it off. He plays to the corner. Oh man, he plays to the corner, gets a huge lag spike where he's skating, and then as soon as it clears, he goes back to the middle, picks off the pass. It's like, oh okay. There's no way. That was either the biggest bait possible, or that was all calculated. And actually, that goes 2 and 2. I'm on my way home, so I should be able to get some games in. Okay. Can we use any of it? No. For us, we have to still keep it competitive. Because I need to see how you guys play with the competitive builds, right? If we're going to eventually play competitively, we have to obviously grind with what is allowed. Ooh, shit, that's on me. I mean, even still, like, ideally that pass, I'm assuming, was attempted to get to me. Even though I'm going 100 miles an hour trying to get there, I have to still be able to stay on side. Like, that's a skill gap amongst forwards, right? Being able to essentially control your player to the point where you can almost control the entire speed of that player. Like, a skill that should be there at a high level is the ability to basically get all the way to the blue line full sprint. To the blue line full sprint. And then be able to, like, basically drag your foot along the blue line to, like, stay on side if it's last second. Like, that's just the way I see it. Same with when it comes to breakout passes, too. Like, being able to control the puck enough to where you can delay it all the way to where you make a pass and you can make the basically right at the blue line, to where when they do drag their foot, you can catch them on side in stride. Like, all that stuff goes hand in hand. There's different unique skill gaps that go with each position. Each position, it's either our side or their side. It looks like Crowing is still here if our icons are still showing what's what. They only look like they have 4 guys now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not sure. Could be our side. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so then it is them. All right, if there's anybody in the Discord that wants to let's see, that is trying to that wants to try to get a scrim going on the opposite side, join one of the waiting room voice chats of the position that you want to play. If we have 6 guys that I see, if we have at least 1 guy in each waiting room, for each position, then we can definitely then go to scrims. If it's not there, we'll keep playing pubs and then rotate the guys in that are waiting. That's all we can do. I think that's the most effective way that we can do it. Otherwise, we would probably have still been trying to get guys in for the chat to, you know, fill spots, and I think that's just counterproductive at this point. Damn, I kind of really miss using my truculence. So we have left winger, a center, and a lot of left Ds that are trying, you know, they're trying to rotate in. I think we got one of them in the game, but he's just still in the voice show, which is fine. We still got 2 waiting. If we have a right winger, a right D, and a G that can play, we can get a scrim going. I'm not going to force it now. It would be for next game if it's there. I'm going to play with the same group again because we didn't even play a full game. First of all, I'm not going to rotate anybody in now. But if we have enough guys, you guys, and if you guys are in chat that are not a part of the Discord and you want to be, first link down below, community Discord, you go in. There's voice chats you can join, pick whatever position you want to play. Just kind of wait there. You know, that tells me that you're waiting to get in, that you're basically ready to rotate in. And we can either set up another team or get you guys rotated in here. Let's see, everybody's build is good, right? Okay, yeah. Just gotta make sure, you know what I mean? All right. Yeah, so we need 6 guys, one to each position. You guys only have 4 guys right now. And you actually have 3 technically, because you only can really get 2 guys in. Alright, so same group. See how we do. I like how we were playing. I mean, there's not much, you know, that we got going on. I wouldn't say the other team is up to par. AGL? See, they got 2 guys with elite stick 'em up. Everybody's got wheels on. You gotta tell, like, who's... Because, like, there's other banana leagues out there, right? So it's, like, not LG related, but, like, there's other 6s leagues out there. Some teams will play pubs, right? They don't typically play scrims. So we could catch some good teams along the way. Of course, they have the opportunity to use whatever they want while we don't. So it is still a disadvantage for us. But that's the whole point. We got to see how we play under pressure. If you think about when we do get into scrims against potential teams that have played for a while, we're going to be playing at a disadvantage, right? Because those teams that are scrimming, that, you know, have been scrimming for a while, they'll have chemistry. They understand exactly how they play with one another, so they'll know what they're doing, right? So we'll have to just be able to sort of play on the fly and see how we do, you know. That's just an attempt to sort of get this team a little bit more. Ooh, let's see what they do. This team does look already a little bit better. You see how they're just forcing that pass. That's on the defense, right? Every single time. Now, those backdoor feeds are on the defense to cover that, right? Ideally, there is still that. Ooh. The one thing I saw there, I think Green and Teal were kind of at the point. If Green wants to... Oh, I try to find Red streaking up the middle. It goes to Green. Damn. See, that's the type of passes that are kind of tough to really find. Yeah, you can tell this team's a little bit better already, so... Won't be a bad look right now. We'll see what he wants to do. Nope. There it is across. He ain't getting that. I'll feed you guys. Yeah, that's kind of tough. I was almost trying to anticipate Blue cutting in right there because of where that defenseman was. If I made that pass sooner, I feel like he would have still lost it there where he got it because the defenseman was man marking him. Ideally, the only read that we can make there is just based on, like, that doesn't require comms, because there's no way I can comm for him to cut in as soon as I'm getting that puck, right? Unless I call it right away, right? But I'm almost reading, if the defenseman's almost on you, you want to cut inside. If they're going to almost mark the outside and sort of follow you, then you can cut into the inside. That's like a read that I'll be able to make Nice. I'm going to take the middle lane here. Cut to the strong side. Go down low. There's the shot. Rotate back to the point. Now we're good. We should be good. Wheels, though. Anchor the middle if it's there. Yep. Gonna try to find a cut. That's a tough one. See, I got to stay over the top, right? So they had a winger pull back, and then the center drove to the net. And they made that pass to the center. I can't necessarily follow the winger unless red follows him all the way. To the outside. He may force that. Keep it to the outside. Hope that the goalie can then cover short side, which he did there. He did go up the post, but I would say the goalie was there. But that's kind of another read that's being taken place. There's the shot. Good block. Here we don't want to chase. Go back and forth. Nice. That's all we got to do. Keep them. Right. Follow our man. Right there. That was kind of like we were in a man-to-man cover situation. Center on center. I'm on the wing. Stay to our man. Stay to the inside. And then just follow him. Maybe you might push him offside. See what we can do here. Red. Open left side. Oh, my fault. Oh, I didn't mean to call that. This is the cut to the middle. You see how he cuts to the inside? I mean, he's got wheels on. It's going to be tough to follow him. I don't expect to be able to stay with him the entire time. But being able to basically stay in coverage, right? To the point where you then can angle yourself to the point where you can make a play. Kind of what we're looking for. The inside, outside, around side. Back to the point. I'm going to walk all the way. Almost at the back door. Fine there. Oh, my fault. That's completely on me. Yeah, just rotate it back. See if we can find red to the right side. I wonder if blue, man. Blue was there, I think. Held on to it just enough, and there's that freaking counter attack. It's the one thing that sucks right there, right? Because though those turnovers, it kind of puts the guys in a bad spot in the back, unless like red rotated with me or green maybe. Whoever was like to the outside away from the play. When I walk to the middle, it's kind of tough to like. I mean, I am taking a risk there. It goes back the other way. There's the cut. He's got wheels on. It's all right. I got beat there. This is the problem, right? You gotta get fucking wheels on. So I gotta like follow him a little bit quicker. All right, it's only a 2-goal game. First period, lots of time. All of them got wheels on. It's insane. Yep. There's the cut. Right, yeah, it's gonna be like we gotta like me and Teal, man, we gotta stay like further back almost. As soon as they get up to speed with wheels, they're gonna blow right by us. There's nothing we can do. It's a freaking mismatch build wise. That's all we can do. We gotta have clean rotations. This team's gonna be able to beat us with transition. Wheels don't scare me. Well, I don't know. We better stop it then, you know? Uh-oh. Puck's not bouncing my way. Fine there. Yep. Did they go the rotation? They're trying to force it every chance they get. They're all right, though. First period, right? You can see what they're trying to do. We just got to be very strong through the slot. right? Through the middle of the ice. We keep these guys to the outside. Not let them beat us with wheels. That's all we can really do there. Like, as soon as he got that puck, he's already in stride. Like, I mean, technically, I should have left sooner. So this is like the idea of where the it's not like an emphasis on us holding the blue line when it comes to defense. So I actually want to look back at that goal here in particular, right? Because it's a timed route, right? So he gets to the inside of blue. He fakes like he's going outside, then he cuts inside, basically, right? That pass is timed right to him. It is up to me then to stay with him. But it's also like the essence that, hey, if we're all holding blue line, it's a risk that these plays, these sort of lanes can open up. So you see, I'm like I'm caught here instead of basically playing kind of like the depth of where Teal's at. I mean, if I'm turning my hips sooner and I'm going here and I'm facing the other way in stride, I can stay over the top of that, no problem. Well, if we want to recruit him, he's got to take off wheels. So that's the only criteria there. I mean, there's a lot of guys, you know. If I put on wheels, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But the puck's bouncing their way, man. Wow. Poke check, and on the pull back, I am gonna call timeout here. All it takes is one goal our way, and the game flips. See, this is actually a better matchup than even the scrim, right? Because there's chemistry along the other team. They got the build advantage. Everything's going their way right now. So the puck bounces their way. I'm poke checking, and it's like I poke check and then pull the puck. What did that hit? That didn't hit anything. Oh, it hit Teal's stick? I mean, I don't know what you want me to do there. Doesn't need wheels? Well, I mean, you can hype up anybody, right? There's a lot of guys, though. I mean, I would say all 5 of their guys right now are decent right now, right? They all are a well-functioned team right now. Nice. Good try there. Holy crap. Good cut. They're in the middle. There it is. All right, now we're getting some offense. We don't have... I mean, yeah, we can start to press a little bit, see how they respond to that. But we got to almost be dynamite through the in the back end. Going right down the middle. Got to play over the top. Yeah, I got to like almost turn, skate a lot sooner, then follow him and hope that he runs into me. Puck still goes their way. Okay. They've had 2 fucking bounces go their way then, man. That's insane. You almost really can't beat them on the transition because all of them have enough speed to get back. Just speed disadvantage. Yeah. See if we can get something. Okay, good job. Let's go. See, that's one. Got to open the floodgate somehow. Would have liked to see our scrim line versus these guys. Ah, damn it. Lag out. Fuck. I mean, I'll play the period and then Does anybody care about their rank? I'm not trying to play with AI, to be honest with you. See, if this was a scrim, we could easily back out. There'd be no issues. I mean, we could do that, but there's no guarantees we get paired up with the same team. We're fine with that. Trying to wait on the... Let's see. I'm almost gonna have to play forward and rotate back. I'll pass it out. You guys are up 4-1. What the hell are we holding it for? Oh Jesus, bro. You guys, they could have passed that out. Probably had 2 guys flying, and they would have got behind us. If they utilized it right, you know what I mean? All right. I'm going to have to almost like anchor middle. Like that's, I don't know. I'm going to have to, it's like weird. I'm going to have to play like threes. It's almost like I'm playing 3v3 hockey. Like the versatile role. Like I'm basically playing center, but then I also got to basically be back and play defense at the same time. It's almost, it's actually equivalent to like a twos type mentality. You got an AI, you can't trust them, right? So you got to almost fill 2 roles at the same time. I got to almost fill a center and defense role at the same time. All right, like Teal is like almost like my last man back. And okay, Jimmy, let's get the fuck out of here. As soon as I look over, I see that. I'm sitting here breaking it down. I do not need to hear somebody who can't even get above a damn 6'9" save percentage tell me how to play the game. Try to give a grade on me. Like, where are you even at with your save percentage? Wow, what a save. I might have to play middle, and then let's see how we do that. This would actually be quite... I actually love these types of reps. I might stay the whole game. Who knows? Because all of a sudden, the offense looks better. So now I have to be back, you know? And then I'm going to join the rush on the offense. So it's all we can do, right? Anchor the middle, and I'm going to have to join up. Yep. Let's see what we can do again. Man, if he just had a 1T from Wilson. It's a great pass all the way. Quick up, quick up. Oh, my God. Fire it. Oh, good try. Check the stats again. Hang on, let me actually check that. I mean, what if you're your shit went up into the what, the 70s? I mean, well, actually the 70s I would say is actually pretty decent, to be honest, but let me see. Oh, okay, 7-7. Well, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, but it's still, though, in the beginning, like, come on now. Shit, the fucking shit was horrific. All right, do we want to back out or what? It's up to you guys, honestly. I mean, we have an AI. I don't want to really finish the game with an AI. I'm gonna back out. Fuck it. I want to get to the reps in with the guys, you know, with the full team. All right, so here's the deal. Pool is waiting to get in. We got a few guys, so I'm gonna scrap this lobby. The guys that are waiting, you guys can join off me. So we, except actually the guy that, well, oh man, fuck. So I need to wait for everybody to get out. Since we had that was technically 2 games, even though we didn't finish either one, I don't think. Kind of sucks, man, but still. All right, because I do want to see like new guys playing, I guess too. But I mean, we technically didn't. So the right winger can actually dip out because I played 4 games with him now. So Viper can get in. Let's see. Who was the lefty that just joined? He only played what, 2 games? So the lefty that we just had can join back. The center is in because he only had what, game and a half basically. The left winger, we got 2 guys on one of you guys who's in, I guess, who's waiting can basically join. All right, we got it. Well, hang on. So I think Stallion was in the beginning, right, with the scrim. Since we got 2 guys waiting at left wing, let's I'm gonna have him back out, and then we'll get one of these guys that are in at the left wing that are waiting to get in. So if you don't mind, Ironside Stallion, if you could back out for me, please. And then I don't know, one of these guys, I guess whoever's waiting the longest. 3 guys. Now there's actually 3 guys looking to get in. We got 2 guys in at the left wing. They're waiting at the left wing, but I don't understand. One of the guys is a defenseman, isn't he? Like, he signed up to play right D or left D. Like, why is he in the left wing waiting room? Unless he thinks that's lefty. I don't know. Because again, ideally, yeah, we want the guys that are trying to get in for the position they're signed up for. If you're trying to just fill a spot, I mean, it's not really going to benefit the process at all. Let's see. Who said they had a scrim? I mean, I guess we can scrim. I don't know. Yeah, I guess we can scrim. I don't know. Hopefully, we're not playing a team that's gonna just absolutely. Well, I mean, honestly, scrims are not a bad idea. It's just, you know, if it's like against a god tier team, you know, that's just a different. Okay, it's NCAA. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes those NCAA teams can do anything. You know, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. If it's NCAA, I guess. Well, hopefully they're using the LG builds then, right? That's how that should work. 'Cause if they're using anything, right? Yeah, I think even in scrims you have to use the competitive builds. You can't just use whatever. Like that's a little bit of a misconception when it comes to some of these guys at the lower tier. They're just not into it. I feel like with some of these rules and stuff. Like if I load up and I see elite wheels on, Okay. Never mind. All right. I mean, yeah, it's better than just I guess queuing up. I mean, even still, I mean that last game was not too shabby either. But I mean, when it comes to pubs, you can't really guarantee anything. The same thing here. We'll play trap. We'll play, you know, exactly how we've been playing. We don't have to be too wild right now. Let's ease into the game. The new guys that are in, kind of ease into the game. The guys that have been here, you know, let's see how we can rotate in. Wheels is wheels. Yeah, wheels is wheels. There's a reason it's banned. Wheels is wheels. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, why isn't Elite Edges banned? Clearly because one is superior to the other. Not the worst team to scrim, huh? I mean, yeah, I don't know any of these guys, so I don't know anything about them. It's just, you know, like when you get to like AHL and NHL, it's like, oh crap, I know these guys. I know these guys. Uh-oh. Welcome to EA Sports. Buy more hot packs so you can get this experience when you load in the EA SHL. Maybe you'll work. There it is. See, you just got to give it that little bit of second for somebody to load in. I think that's what happened. It's like we don't know the next phase. I don't know what's got to happen. What's the next screen? And then somebody's like, yeah, you got to throw this so you can show the lineup. Oh, okay, that's what I got to do. And then they like unfreeze the game. I think there's somebody at the control helm right now doing her thing. I don't know. All right, let's see how we do. All right, good pass. I was trying to find, I think red or blue. I don't even know. Nice, D. Here comes. Ooh. Well, dump and chase. There's nothing wrong with that, I guess, right? Wrap around. It's somehow behind the goaltender. One of those weird spots. That's another thing too, man. Certain looks just go in. It has a chance of going in. Like a wraparound, ideally on paper, should almost never go in. If a goalie reads it correctly, should never go in. But remember, we're playing an SO 26 made by EA Sports. Anything is possible. And even if you're there, sometimes you're not. It's like insane. Like even that had a chance of going in. Yikes. It's all good. Whoa. All right. Good. It's a good rotation. Backdoor feed. Uh-oh. That's a tough one. Wow. What a freaking dive. That was actually impressive as hell. If that was like on purpose, it was the perfect freaking dive to make. The way that that stick was swinging was like perfect. Nothing but puck. It's like, yeah, it's one of those things where it's accidentally on purpose. Accidentally on purpose. I kind of want to try a little bit of when we're trapping, right? It's honestly very predictable where they're going. I want the 3 forwards to man mark the forwards in front of you. So winger on winger, center on center. Just man mark where they go. So if they cut in, but almost follow them, essentially. Now, if they cut in and do a switch like that, where they kind of had the winger on that side go and cut through the middle, like he had the center go one way, the winger then cut behind him, that's where you guys will have to then switch. I know I kind of like just... It's like man-to-man through your lane almost, is kind of what I'm trying to basically refer to. It's not strict man-to-man all the way, but it's man-to-man through the lane. So you could tell if somebody leaves your lane through the middle, then goes to the outside, you know where they're gonna go. You know, like you can pick that lane up. Back to the point, we want 3 guys in the middle. One guy, you know, since the center is out, one of the wingers then will have to play middle. Nice. Here, though, we just want to hold him if we can. I can't hit the guy. Push it in. Imagine that goes in. 'Cause that wouldn't count, right? Didn't that deflect off of one of us? So if that did go in, that wouldn't count, would it? Like it has to be off of their man, I think. If I'm getting the rule correct. Now the center's in play. We want then green to almost pressure to the point. I'm getting held here, game. Didn't know that was a thing. Here, I'm going to basically... Somebody's got to be to the right side. Whether that's... I mean, if the left winger wants to stay left, and the center was kind of who I'm kind of reading off of in terms of what lane I cover on the PK. In the defensive zone, I got right side. Oh, damn. That was lucky to not be icing. I didn't realize that was coming out. Nice. See, that's the trap that we want to see. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we gotta... I mean, I'm gonna have to get somebody else in. I mean... Well, we might as well back out after next whistle. Because, I mean, especially since it's a scrim. Here, crowing back out. Since it's a scrim... I mean, we're not gonna play the next freaking, you know, game... Or the whole game like this. We can re-scrim that team again, I guess. I don't know if to still look at, but I'm gonna have to get somebody else in at center. I mean, that's another criteria there too. I mean, it kind of goes without saying, but if you can't, if your ping is all over the place or whatever it is, I mean, it's not gonna affect you here, right? Like nothing goes against you. It's just a matter of like, I can't really give you points towards your position that way. It just kind of hurts you, at least in that regard. But I don't know. Once everybody backs out, we can... But yeah, penalties, man, we can't... it's just a little bit too aggressive at times, right? So when I think of poke checking penalties, it's all to do with your choice of when you're poke checking and how you're skating, where you're basic... It's... I don't know, man. It's the way you're... It's basically when you're where you're skating, you know, like how you're skating, and when you choose to poke check. Like whenever I'm poke checking, it's always from a position in which I can hold my stick out, almost like in front of the guy, or when I'm alongside of him. That's when I will hold my stick out. And then in the slot, when you're in a back pedal, like that's when you would jab your stick out and stuff like that. So like there's different ways of doing it. But penalties from forwards, especially from wingers, should almost never come because of, especially if the mentality is trap defense, that should never almost happen. All right, so we have a different center. Let's see. Let's see. So I guess Noah, if you want to come back in. I mean, there's nobody else waiting. Want to scrim with a team from Australia, New Zealand? I think the ping's gonna suck. I don't really want to do that. I'm not really trying to just scrim anybody. I mean, it would be a better look, I guess, right? But, you know. I just don't want to do that. I mean, Daniel, is it something that you typically deal with? Is it, you know, when it comes to your internet? Like, do you lag out often? Or is that just like... Yeah, I mean, if it's like a one-off thing, like that's fine, you know? Because I think last time you played, you didn't have a problem, so... Yeah, it's fine. I mean, yeah, I'll give you the points towards it. But it's just, yeah, if it's like a repeated thing, it would be kind of a tough look. Honestly, if we have a right winger and a G, oh no, never mind, that guy's on my side. If you guys are in the lobby, I want you guys to leave the waiting room voice chat that you're in, so that it tells me you're in the lobby. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to. It's only for the guys that are waiting to get in. If you're already in, don't stay in there. So yeah, never mind. We only have like lefties, guys. You know, 2 lefties are looking to get in. I think I've seen all of them. Plus, also only put your name in the Esports Tryouts channel like 1 time. I think this one guy's put it in like 5 times almost, or probably not that many times, but still, like, you should only have one message in the Esports Tryouts. If you, like, you know, put it in multiple times, either edit one of them or something and then get rid of the other ones, like delete the other ones, or, you know, because then it just makes it seem like you're just basically cluttering the channel with more of the same stuff. Like, one guy put right winger, and then a few messages later, he's like, I could play center too. It's like, just edit the original message and put both positions, I guess. Like, if you want to play multiple positions, I'm not going to necessarily say you can't do that. It's just, if you want to earn points, you can only earn points towards one position, right? Because, like, you can make yourself available to play multiple positions, but you will not earn points towards multiple positions. That's just, it's not going to work that way. And if it's like one of those things where it's like, oh, well, I don't know what my best position is, then you just got to play the game more to find out. Because in my opinion, you should, if you're going to play competitively, you should know exactly where your strengths and weaknesses are and what you play. I don't think we have that same scrim, do we? I mean, I'm going to actually spin it and see what happens. See if they're actually still queuing, if they're like waiting. Because if they are, we'll play them again. I'm gonna give it like 30 seconds and then back out. Maybe they're watching stream. I don't know. I'm not gonna. I didn't really message them or not, but it's fine. But yeah, like, you could play in multiple positions. You could be available to play in multiple positions, but if you're gonna earn points, it's only gonna be towards one position, right? Like, I can tell you without a doubt, when it comes to top to bottom. Defense, center, wing, goaltender. That's the order of best position that I could play to the worst position that I could play. I could tell you exactly what I need to do in each position to get better at that position. But I know exactly where my strengths and weaknesses are in every single part of my game. We're better at C, heck. I can tell you without a doubt that that's not the case. Unless I get a lot of reps in, sure. But my offense struggles clear as day. Defensively, quite solid. You know, that would be my best part of the game. All right, I don't think they're. Yeah, we'll go back to pubs. I do think I do some things better than a lot of centers, to be honest. I don't think a lot of centers rotate as effectively as they can. I'm talking like through the transition rotation. Like a defenseman steps and that center takes that position right away. Or through an offensive scenario too. Like that's kind of ooh. Hold up a second. Hold up a second. Some guys are maybe stream sniping, or maybe they're not. That actually, this might be a good one. I know damn well you guys better be moving off that fucking wheels, right? You could tell they're league players because they don't have any elites, or maybe I don't know. Okay, this one should be a good one. I think one of the guys actually may have signed up, but he just doesn't want to play tonight. Actually, I don't think he is signed up, to be honest with you. I really don't think he is. Actually, maybe he is. I actually don't know. Couldn't tell you. Maybe he erased this shit. I don't know. Thought of something before. You still do player reviews on LG? Yeah, if you guys want to send me VODs, you guys can. I can do breakdowns. Just nobody's sent me anything, so I haven't done it. But yeah, you guys can send me the timestamp, the VOD, right? The position you want me to break down, right? Like what you're playing and what you want me to break down or whatever. Period, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I could do a breakdown for you. Like I'm still open to do that. I thought that channel was for every time you play to get points. Which channel are you talking about? Are you talking about the Esports Tryouts one or the position leaderboard one? Yeah, just send me through Discord. That's like the easiest way. If you have the VOD, like the link to your VOD. And then just put the timestamp in the position, and then I'll be able to get to you. So this team does look a little bit better. This will be pretty good. Ooh, I think that pass to him would have been nice. I mean, I can see the vision though. Yeah, here it's going to be a nice little bit of a gauge in terms of how well we can stay with the guys, right? I think this left D plays. I think he plays esports. If I'm being honest with you, I think he said he was already on the team. We were initially going to get him in on our squad, but he was already part of a team. I may actually play him in contenders pretty soon. Who knows? I'll record for this upcoming week. All right. Yeah, I think there's a couple guys that want to send me gameplay, so I mean, yeah. And yeah, like if there's like a detail in terms of what you want broken down. There's like a detail in terms of like what you want broken down, because like sometimes people just say, oh, just break down anything, but then sometimes people want targeted breakdowns. So like if you want a specific type of area of the game you want me to look at closely, you know, I could definitely break it down that way. So you can tell when guys start LT spinning like that, you know they're at least somewhat competent, you know what I mean? Here I'm reading off green, where whichever way he's taking the inside lane, I'm taking outside then. And then I'm going to have to race back to then cover right side. You guys to pressure. Now I'm going to start walking, pressuring him, so he doesn't attempt to get that. I'm fine with that. He's there. Good job, Viper. Straight line. Oh, good try. That's the type of exit that I like to see. If you could jump behind that defenseman, that's where the icon sauce is there. Oh, he ain't getting that. Although he does get the bounce back his way, though. Good press at the point, or down low to support me. Back to you. Nice. Great friggin' position there, Viper. That's what I like to see. They're able to support. They go right back to... Nice. I like the I like to spin there, Green. Nice. Forecheck. Show the puck if you can. Down low. Back to Viper for one-timer, scored. That's freaking hockey right there. That's EA hockey at its finest. I don't know why they got me so hyped, though. Everything about that rush was insane. From the defensive zone to the offense. That's what I'm looking for, though. I'll move to the middle if there's space there. And then that's perfectly where you want to be positioned for the one-timer. Like, that's ideally what you want to do, like, from start to finish. It's like a positional awareness thing, right? You just know where to be, except the penalties, we just want to be able to calm down a little bit. Because that one, again, yeah, that's one area of the game you don't want to have become a bad habit. So that's from the forecheck. Where you're poke-checking is just simply, yeah, you're behind them. That's the only problem there. If you're beat, you're beat. All you could do is backtrack, right? Ideally, if you could just pressure them, you don't even have to poke check sometimes. Sometimes I'll be a winger and I'll be in their face, but I won't even be poke checking at all. Like, I won't even press it, you know? Maybe I'll hold the stick out in some areas. And I'm not trying to jab it out at all. Get it out, get it out. Nice. All right, so we got Green again on the right side, right? So I'm reading off where he goes. I read that one. I'm gonna take a hit. Nice. You want to? Yep, that's fine there. We don't have to press that. Don't have to press that if we want. Oh, he got it. Oh my God. Never mind. You can definitely press it all you want there too if you get the puck every time. It's just, you know, it's like a risk thing. Like a risk slash reward comparison. Better to play safe, especially in the first period, but if you need to take a risk and you know you can get it, then hell, by all means, don't even listen to the word I say. Nice, good pressure. You see the defensemen are trying to walk to the middle. That's where you guys could then attack, right? So that's exactly what you guys want to do. From a defensive standpoint, that's nice. EA with these calls are horrible. I mean, that was... You don't want to poke check where you did. I'm not going to say. I mean, that is one of those areas... What I will say, a tripping penalty is a tripping penalty. I haven't had too many penalties where I could say, oh, EA screwed me. Like, that is all skill, I think. From a... Okay. From a... I can get that puck. Yeah. It's alright. I mean, the team's not really trapping. They were kind of hanging to the perimeter. We do want some guys to start cutting. One-timer. Stay over the top, and then there's... fuck me, man. See, that's all I could do there. If I stayed with that guy, right, who passed it, I actually should have left off him a lot sooner. Or get the puck initially, right? But, I mean, it's not a matter of needing to get the puck. But it's a matter of then taking the next guy, right? So I kind of got caught up with Teo, to be honest. But I don't think. Oh, nice! See, those are the moves that we gotta see when it comes to individual skill. That is all individual skill with the puck. And for forwards, you guys almost need to be superb puck control masters, right? When it comes to your control with the puck, you almost need to be like I don't know, Patrick Kane, Connor McDavid, all them type guys, you know. If you could do that, you're gonna go far, you know, playing offense. That's the one thing I think my when it comes to my offensive game, like, I'm not too solid puck control wise. I do things simple, but I'm not very good with the hands, with the thumbs yet. At least as effective as I could be. Right, when it comes to high level esports play from an offensive standpoint. That is where I lack a little bit. Yeah, I would say it's a good first period. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do want to look at that goal though, because I think again I'm over the top on him. I knew he was gonna drop. As soon as he dropped, yeah. See, I got caught up with T a little bit. I was trying to angle myself to then play 88. That drove, maybe even then slid over to try to play the guy to cut across towards my area. But initially, right, I mean, if I slow up a little bit, maybe as he gets the puck, if I'm like here with it, my skates could potentially get that. Maybe, but it's not a problem there. So he pulls up there. That's the read that I need to make to then work back to the middle. I mean, I can see where Teal's going. He's trying to, cover the furthest guy. The guy was a little bit slightly behind him. It's kind of tough, to be honest. We just kind of caught each other a little bit. Nice. Good break in there. Damn. I'm playing with it too much. Nice. Straight line all the way. Nice. Great whistle there, ref. Because the guy almost had a chance there. I love it when you guys hit him and, like the whistle blows right after. So that it cuts the rush that they had, That's the best thing. I'm taking it. Force. Nice. Good rotation. Staying over the top. See, that's where yeah, see, all you got to do is that, right? The reason, again, you stay over the top is because these guys are going to LT a crazy amount. See, we want the defense to control the puck when it comes to the breakout. If a forward does it, we lose a lane to get into the zone. Like that right there. You got 3 guys, right? That we could pass to. If a forward controls it, unless we then rotate and fill the lane, you only have then 2 options to pass unless you take it in yourself, right? So you just cut off a lane for no reason if we have a forward then that controls it. Nice. Trap defense, all we gotta do. Wait for the cuts. Do a clap bomb play. I think that's definitely a design play. Right to wow. Oh my god. I don't know what their defenseman was doing there, to be honest. Like he just got beat thinking he was gonna go wide and he cuts it back. Great offensive puck. Yeah, see, like what was he doing? He was going for the hit for some reason. Allowed Green to just take the inside. Put the opposite defense in a tough spot because he's covering the opposite guy, right? So there's really just a one-on-one play that defenseman lost. That's why going for the hit's kind of tough. So read the cut. Yeah, I mean, that is a trap. That is playing the trap. You guys can play the trap however you guys want, as long as you guys are covering the lane you're supposed to cover. I'm not going to tell you to play tight to the guy, play back, or cover the blue line like crazy, or, whatever. If you guys can play the trap however you want, but as long as your lane is covered, or like you are covering the lane, through an interception, a fucking disruption, whatever it is, right? A bait, a body check. You stop anybody that's cutting towards your lane. I mean, that is all we're looking for when it comes to this trial. I'm not going to tell you guys to do anything different when it comes to that. Taking that lane because Green's a little bit... I'm taking it all the way. Cut this way, cut back. Good try there. Down low. Oh, it's a good play there. Trying to race back. That's tough. You see how he does a little LT spin? LT spin, right? There's not much Teal can do. He can only really stay over the top, right? So it's just one-on-one with the pass back door. Not sure what happened. I think the guy just got behind Red a little bit. Nice. Nice, good shot. Right, you read what's there, and take whatever lane is there, right? He does a little LT spin. He's trying to get to the inside and then burst with speed. basically what he's trying to do. Nice. There. Oh, man. All right. We got ourselves a good one here. I'm not going to lie. He is diamond. Like that. These are stuff that does stand out to me, right? I'm not saying you guys have to go above and beyond to get noticed, but there it is again. He's picking off the pass. Then he can control the puck. He's out here experimenting. Like, ooh. I don't know why, but sometimes my guy does that. He'll like fling and just like he turns into me skating with zero balance. Like that was me on ice right there for the when that rush happened. What I read was that Teal went to the guy down low. The guy pulled up. So then the guy far on the far side was open. I then rotated, was attempting to cover that. That was kind of what I read on that play. Because again, I can't really pursue the puck here. Hopefully I can delay him enough to have some kind of... Wow, the puck's just hitting him too. He's in a perfect spot every time somehow. Gonna force that pass. There it is. Nice. Quick back up. Yeah, I mean, I kind of just filled the lane just because I thought maybe, if Red did want to stay back or whatever. Sometimes I temporarily do that because of just how quick we want to rotate it up. Like, if that pass got to one of us, I'm not saying it had to be immediate, but sometimes when we take off, right, the reason we do that and send like 4 guys instead of just 3 is so that if it does get past that first layer, it opens up. It should be an easy breaking because whoever then gets the puck could slow down a bit. Because you're already past the forecheck. Now you can slow down, read then what is open, and then find that pass. I see you're enjoying my left wing. Your left wing. I'm sorry. He signed up to play esports with me. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, it's a long, I mean, I don't know, bro. All I can say is like everything is uncertain right now. You know what I mean? With everything, clearly. I mean, here's the deal, right? We get to the next phase. We start scrimming with some of these guys. I start doing breakdowns. I start really detailing what it is that I want to see, right? From a small type of, very, very analytical standpoint. It may get to the point where there's only 1 or 2 guys then that can actually move on, from that point. I forget what I was looking at. It was this point here. Like, if he makes the pass to me, let's say I do slow down, we're already past 1 or 2 guys, right? I could slow down, see what's open, or if it gets to red or something, it's the same idea. Although I think in that case, just because of where that first guy was, probably would have been best to just send it, to somebody else right away. But nice. See, that's why you don't hang back. Like, if you can hang back and body check the guy every time and hit him, sure, do whatever the hell you want. Ah, there's no way. No way. Oh, come on. He's my LG left wing. What does he play? What tier are you guys in? 'Cause I'm not gonna lie to you. Shot on. All right. See if we get the rotation going a little bit. Ah, it just jumped us. Plus, this guy's got wheels on, too. I mean, come on now. Ah! That's one of those tough areas, man. I never master that fucking timing. So I'm covering. It's almost like two guys I'm covering, right? I got to cover the guy in the middle. If he makes that pass to the guy cutting, he's wide open if I play to the winger. But I have to be able to play closer to the winger to where I can block the 1T shot. I always like overcommit to the guy cutting because I have to almost put my body in front of him. And then it opens up the 1T shot. Like I'm just barely missing it every time. That's like a repeated look. Here we kind of need some support from the wingers. I do think when it comes to them controlling the puck down low, we can have both wingers sort of play down a little bit. You guys don't have to hug the point. It makes it very difficult because we have to almost play perfect down low. We have to cover not only our man, but we have to be able to get the loose puck, the rebounds, all the kind of plays, right? Like there's so many things that you have to worry about. First of all, covering your man like alone is kind of tough to do, but to also get like loose pucks and rebounds and stuff like that, like that's where you kind of need the support of your wingers to help support down low. If they work it back to the point, fine. Then you guys can then rotate back up, kind of close off the distance. It kind of does organize the play enough to where we should be able to be secure down low then for those types of plays, right? For cutting the one-timers off, the like sort of quick plays, right? The time plays. But if they have all the time in the world down low to extend the play because we have to basically play perfect, it makes it very difficult. That was actually one thing that I will say, you know, when I was beginning out playing esports at the start of last year, one thing that actually now to me does make a lot more sense. That wasn't really, I guess, understood from my point of view. I was thinking wingers could just cover the point. That's it. You know, what the hell they need to do. But then it basically, you know, explained to me from somebody who actually plays also defense that that's not actually the right defense. And then you actually look at, you know, how the esports guys play. Let's see, trap defense here. We're down, but short. Like, yeah. If you guys are going to forecheck, you guys can choose to do that now. So if they get the puck, we could send one or basically both wingers, and then that should speed up the clock for them. If we do it good enough where I'm not getting beat on this play, then you know what I mean? But sometimes we got to make sure that Crowing is able to showcase his showstopper, right? Two big ass saves that he just made right there. This is why 70% by EA Sports off a rebound, point blank. Goalie has to go post to post. 70%. I remember there was a 99% off of a stupid wrist shot from far out. I'm sorry, EA. I don't think you have those analytics. Ice Q 2.0 NHL Edge tracking data. I don't think you have that correct. Which I'm not going to foretrack, but yeah. See here, I could do a better job of this. Yeah, no. Get the F out of here. Get the F out of here. Yep, nice play there. We're fine with that. Yep, there it is. Back. There we go. Good try. Work the cycle. Quick plays. If it's there, nice. Good try. Oh my god, I've never seen that. I'm not gonna lie to you. Guys does a back pedal. I don't think I've ever seen that. He does like a back pedal into the wrap. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was actually nice. My fault. I'm in the way here. I'm hugely in the way. Gonna look up top. He's gonna look for the guy cutting. Fine with that. Again, push. Not there. Yeah, that's a good timed rush. Got to be like an anticipation when it comes to the defensive side. When they go behind net, you know they're going to either look for a wrap or some kind of centering pass. The center, somebody holding that. It's a tough look, right? Quick up. We got to get this puck up. Delayed penalty. Let's go with that. All right. Here we work the cycle. It's not a bad shot, honestly. I mean, ideally, high percentage looks is kind of what we're going to have to find, right? We have to go for the big goal. You could cycle it, but we can't just throw random, you know. We have to go for the back, you know, we have to go for the good looks here. This is not... Take it all the way to the net right there. Yep. Good try. Oh. Yeah, I was looking for... I don't know. I think... Man, that was a good try. It's a good game, honestly. That was a really good game. When I'm looking on that play, I mean... Again, this is where chemistry comes in. I mean, the reason I was jumping to the middle so quick, I needed that puck as quick as I could. You got this guy right here open, right? If I feed it to him now, it doesn't really make much sense. I got to get him moving one direction somehow. You see how he kind of moved away from his post? I don't know. It's kind of tough because if I made that pass sooner, I don't think he would have been able to really do much. Unless actually... Ooh. If I made that pass here, little back pedal into a cross, ooh, maybe, but this guy could jump that. He was already kind of moving that direction. Maybe, I don't know. It's kind of tough, right? But it's like, it's really got to be the high percentage looks that we go for. One-timers, cut plays, backdoor fees, goal line fees. You know, it's all that kind of stuff. Play Saturdays? Not really. I'm not really on Saturdays. Yeah, I mean, it was a good try, honestly. I don't know. But like, those are the types of teams, like, they weren't doing anything crazy though. Like, that's the thing. But it was a good matchup, I would say. All right, so we have a goalie that's waiting. Ooh, I've never seen that. Actually, to be honest with you, Crowing made some amazing saves in that last game. Like, that was crucial. When it comes to games that are close like that, like, those are the things that I actually look for when it comes to goaltenders. It's essentially their ability to bail out the defense. Yeah, it really is what it is. I'll just shoot you straight on that. And he did more than enough to get us back into that game. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of things that, you know, I mean, there were definitely mistakes that I'm making, right? So, and if we face some AHL guys, I do believe. I mean, we face some AHL guys right there. Not gonna lie to you. That's a game where, you know, the type of scrims that we would be having, right? All right, so in terms of getting other guys in, let's see. Let's see. All right, so we do have a goalie that wants to rotate in. Here's what I'll do. So I saw Teal, right? I'm gonna get so here so Growing and Teal, if you guys could back out for me. The reason I'm making this change here too, because this guy's always been across from me instead of on the same team. I'm gonna give him a rep, and let's get this guy. I know this one guy was in the first, like, for the scrims. He's on the opposite team. I think it's like 3 or 4 times now. Or, well, we've been doing these scrims for, I think, 3 times now. Each time he's been on the opposite team. He's never played alongside me. I think it is what it is, right? But I think I'm trying to get some other guys some reps, right? It's all E guys. Well, here's the deal too, right? Some of the guys, I've been hearing a lot of guys that are playing in the A, or that were in the A that have been dropped. Like, LG does this weird thing where it's like when new GMs and owners and all that kind of stuff own and stuff, like, people start dropping for some reason. Those guys have the talent to, I think, play in the A from based on what I saw. And I played with that teal defenseman. He's an esports defenseman. I freaking played alongside him. Like, I know the freaking skill level that he has. If he's not in the A, there's a problem. I don't even think, I mean, LG doesn't, it's not a true, like, depiction of your skill level. It's just sometimes where you go and who you know. Well, if you guys are not playing, okay. Well, maybe that's just I guess that's ECHL talent then. I guess I don't know. The thing is, the reason I mention this is because I know there's a lot of guys in the A and in the end that have dropped several tiers. You know, like they'll just drop tiers. Like guys that if you take them a couple years ago, they've been playing in the A and the N. All of a sudden they're in the E and the even sometimes in the fucking C. Like what the hell is going on here? Also the reason why I can't even like trust where you rank in LG, because you guys all have the talent to at least play in the A. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I played in the A myself. I know exactly the talent level that's there. Like it's kind of the problem with LG is there's definitely like a politics game that goes into it. It's who you know basically. It's how you move up. So a lot of times it's not even your skill. It's literally just who you know. Like for me, I was fortunate enough to get drafted after my first LG season, but that was because the owner or the GM basically referred me to several guys in the end. I got one look, and then the guy drafted me because he didn't want to draft. He didn't have anybody else to draft. Like the guy, it didn't even seem like the guy took the draft seriously. He just like, yeah, we play with you. Let's say, you know, hey, we ended up drafting you, but we're probably gonna send you down. You know, it's like, oh, okay, cool, awesome. All right, who else do we have here? So, if the one defenseman doesn't come soon, we can get the guy back that just left. Most people I play CHL with have gone to play N or A. I feel like that, yeah, that happens a lot too. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm so out of tune with LG. I don't even really I don't really know exactly like what is average to happen for a lot of guys. Yeah, who's okay. Because we had 2 guys. The only reason I'm trying to get this other guy in is because he hasn't played alongside me. Like I kind of want to give him like at least one more look on my side. You know what I mean? So I can see him more closely. Like I've seen the 2 other guys that are in the waiting room. I've seen them. Like I've already played with them, right? So I already have a glimpse in terms of how we play, right? If he doesn't join, then one of you guys can join back then. Okay, he is here. Okay, yeah. See, I don't know your guys' names. I feel like I thought that was somebody else, to be honest with you. Dude, you guys have different YouTube names to your Discord to your... It's like... It's kind of tough. Kind of tough for me to keep track. I used to keep track when I had like 5 people to keep track of. Very easy to pinpoint that then, but with several more names, it's kind of tough. But yeah, I mean, I like how we're playing. It's just, yeah, certain defensive zone. I mean, actually, I do like, yeah, from a defensive side, I think we're doing good. There were a few times, though, where, again, in the defensive zone, we will want the wingers to help out at least a little bit down low. Like, if you notice the top teams, right, they'll have the wingers almost play, like, hash marks, right? Like, they're basically down. Like, they're down, like, helping us. They're like supporting, like from what how I usually describe it. They're supporting us from the top down, so they stop anything from the middle, even sometimes supporting all the way to the corner. So like when Viper did it a few times, that helped stop the rush. Even though it goes back to the point, it stopped it enough. It's just if you can get the hit off, I don't know. Like that's where we would actually have to look at it closer. Because I would say we would need you guys to support that through in the hash mark, sometimes in the slot, if you're on the opposite side. The puck's in the right corner. Sometimes you want the left winger to play slot almost. Like basically help out, support the center and even left D, right? If it goes back to the point, sometimes covering the one-timer option on the far side wing, like winger on winger, that matchup is sometimes better than you covering the point. But it's like you have to be able to basically like position yourself to where you're covering the one-timer lane, but also the point as well. So it's like that's where we would be able to look at it closer. But the guys that play at the top level can they do that so well, and it helps the defensemen a lot because they don't have to necessarily play so tight to the one-timer option. They can support, play closer to the net. That way, if the puck bounces to the net, they can get the puck. I mean, this team had a nice intro. Like, that was actually a really good intro. But then we just didn't see the game time. We just didn't see the puck drop. Didn't see the puck drop. So I guess that's one game, right? No. Didn't see anybody play, but hey, you know, that counts as one rep. Goalie couldn't make a save. My turn again. There was a play last game we executed that perfectly. I always be able to step the demon if he walks the middle. Yeah. I mean, it does put us into a weird spot if there is a guy in the middle, and like if we hit the guy down low, it goes back to the point. Then you know you would almost have to have the center rotate and sort of play to the point, like sort of stop, you know, play to the demon at the point. But then it opens up the slot, and then Teal will have to rotate and play the slot. Therefore, the one-timer far side could be open. Therefore, you need green to then support that. It's like that where we kind of support each other. One guy supports the middle. You know, like we're all each supporting each other's middle, sort of. Like we all, you know. So like the lefty will cover the center pushing at the point, and the left winger will cover the lefty, and sort of like that way. Because like you'll have a one-timer option on the one side, you want ideally the winger to play that on that same side, and then the defenseman covers the cut play. So not only like the reason you have that, you have a one-timer taken away. Then if he tries to cut, the defenseman's there already to take that away too. Instead of if you have the wingers play to the point strictly, now it's we got to cover the we have to cover the one-timer and the cut play and the rebound because we have nobody else there to basically support us. It's all a support game when it comes to defense. Like you guys can play to the point when it goes there. I just sued you. Damn. I try to, I don't know. I don't know why am I gonna shoot him that. Oh no. All right. Yeah, here I don't have the stamina to really continue the rush. Here we can only really dump the puck in. Damn, what a freaking design play then. I'll jump this. I tried to do a little LT pivot, like spin, half turn, but yeah, my guy didn't want to do that. I still don't have that move down. That would have been perfect right there. Yeah, you see how there's a cut play through the middle, and then you got the winger that's basically a 1T option. It's tough to cover both lanes at once. You can only really pick one, you know? So that's where, if you have that back check support or, you know, that extra body there, it does help. But ideally from that situation, I mean, you know, kind of could have had each man covered. Uh-oh. I was trying to turn to a... Oof. The risky play. And the point's only... Nice, good pass. The point's only there as like an option. If they're racing to us, though, I mean, it's got to be controlled then from the guys down low. Like, if they're choosing to cover us at the point, it opens up space down low. Exactly what, basically what I was referring to before when we had that. When you do that, then the guys down low have to play almost perfect defense to stop the rush. Or to, like, stop the cycle. Fuck me. I chose to push that. I thought he could rotate over. I was already beat on that guy driving, so I went over to the left guy. Because Teal was, I think, further behind me, wasn't he? Yeah, he was. I was hoping he would rotate over, cover that, while I didn't take his guy. That's like one of those quick sort of rotation plays that can happen. Now, that is a read that should be made from us. Like, we should be able to rotate on a dime like that. It doesn't take chemistry to see who's going to take what. That's just basically reading the play, how it unfolds. From a defensive standpoint, it takes less chemistry, I think, than it does offense, right? Because you know, it's basically what you're seeing. You should know exactly what you're covering. And I'm a fucking bastard. Because I'm sitting here trying to explain a damn play and I'm not reading what I'm doing. Just to be clear, though, like, I do a lot of talking when I'm playing. There's obviously no excuse for goals against. So this goalie felt what a lot of my other goalies feel. Still, I either way, when I'm actually playing, to be honest with you, I'm like a different guy. If you notice, right, when I don't actually talk that much when I am actually playing. Because I'm reading what I'm supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm actually just paying attention to that. I don't really do a lot of comms and analyzing and stuff like that. So it kind of takes that side out of it. Nice. I actually like that lane he took, right? Because the guys can only cover so much. It opens up. It's like a... It just opens up like it's... I don't know. I kind of like to refer that as like almost like a shortstop, like in baseball. Throw it to him and then throw it to somebody else. It's the same idea here. You throw it to the defenseman who's ahead of you, but then he'll stop up and feed somebody else that's open. Because they can't cover everybody. And he's got fucking 1T. I guess I should have been closer to that. It's from a weird-ass angle. I've never seen those go in. Yeah, I'm not playing as close as I need to be there. I mean, that's a goal line feed, right? That is a primary look. High percentage look. It's tough for a goaltender to make that save. And, of course, when you add Elite to it, I've never even seen Elite 1T be activated up until now. That should be a goal. There we go. I'm about to say, it's not goalie interference. The guy's out of his crease. Good scramble play there. Again, all you need is one to get the ball rolling. You gotta see like the way that both sides playing, right? I mean, a lot of my game is really just forcing the fucking puck. It's insane. You played at a balance because really that's just how the game wants you to play. Defense each year to me seems like it continues to get tougher to play, right? So the offensive looks are easier to find because of the fact that you have to be almost more perfect defensively. There's a lot of guys that are like, oh my god, defense is so much more difficult from like a poke checking standpoint. I think they had to have either buffed the poke check or guys were able to, you know, figure it out almost. But I think they did do something to the poke checking. Well, look at him playing like he's just, I don't know, bro. Look at that goal center. All right. But yeah, you look at the goals. What was the first one? Yeah, here I was hoping. See, I'm already on this guy. I can't play this guy, right? Like, we're clearly... I'm like even with this guy. He's ahead, right? I'm already beat to this guy. So it's got to be an instant rotation where he cuts there and he continues to follow him there. Like I can only really push this guy away. He's going to force that pass. The only thing Teal had to do was essentially get in his way. Now it's one of those plays where that could have bounced off his foot and in anyway, but it's just a matter of him getting that, right? Goalie could also make a save, but it's one of those tough plays, right? I'm not gonna look at the goaltender and be like, he should have made that. And because my guy has the one-timer on, I'm gonna have to anchor him more because I can't let him take any one-timer. Even from like a weird angle where you think it's gonna be soft, he's gonna get a power elite 1T bomb to the net. So it's almost like I have to play more so man-to-man to him, less on the center. So center's going to have to be really good through the middle. That would be the thing that that would be the change-up. I have to play tighter to this guy. At least in this case here. Yeah, nice. See, that's the top-down effort we want to see from the winger. Push him to that side, right? Like, push him away, have him pull up, and then the winger helps backcheck that, and then we get those loose pucks. There we just want to be able to move the puck a little bit quicker if we can. He got wheels on. That's also tough that we're dealing with too. This is still better though. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Some of these pub matches are sometimes better than the scrims. Simply because we are facing teams that, I mean, this is actually surprising to be facing the teams that we are facing. Because usually it is just whatever. Like, teams that don't even have chemistry. I have to anchor to this guy more because he's going to sit 1T. Oh. Yeah, I think we had that one-timer back door. That was a good pass. We just didn't, like, release the trigger. We also backpedaling, fading away from the net. If we stopped, yeah, that was definitely open. It blew it, stayed back post. That would have been an easy tap, and he just kind of moved away. And then we're also dealing with truculence. I mean, it's a whole thing, right? Like, that's why wins, losses don't matter. Because it's like the reps that we're getting, right? Yep, so we want to be able to shadow him there if we can. Ah, fuck me. Truculence, really? And I'm getting up slow because of it. Over the back door. And then they got Rocket. Well, Rocket can be used, actually. It's just you don't see guys use it. As was a bomb from the point. Ever had outtakes for the games? All right, bro. GG's. Yeah. It's all right. We're fine with those shots. I'm actually fine with that. Gonna take the lane here, far side lane. That's tough. I mean, I am jumping offside. We just gotta be able to get that up, though. I mean, it is a skill to hold blue line, but we should have been in the zone. That was a quick enough rotation that we had. That one. I take full responsibility there, Purple. Don't even worry about that one. That was all on me. I was thinking I could just get around him, I guess, on that play, but fuck it. There's the cut. So play to that. Most times those cuts are going to work, though, right? Unless I can follow him and anticipate the pass. Like, there's so much of a perfect... When it comes to man coverage, there's so much that you have to do perfectly. Defense becomes very simplified when you have a team that is able to support each other very well. It makes it very easy. Got wheels on the bus. Go around and around. And then he gets the... Okay. Oh, that was kind of weird. That I felt we were fine. I mean, again, I got B2, rotated over. We still had the man coverage fine there. Like, there's nothing to that play. As long as we're able to stay over the top on it. He actually got it. And he just is able to reach back and get it. It's just one of those things. So I have to cover. Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, that should be easily covered by us because they're not really moving. If they were rotating, it'd be a lot tougher to cover all the way. Because if they start switching, right, you can't necessarily cover them all the way. Nice pick. You got it. You play kind of wide. And then you got Truckins. Not much you can do there, really. I will say, though, like, this team, right? You can tell they're a team that plays with one another. They're not doing anything crazy. I mean, they're really not. But because of the amount of, you know, it is a clear build disadvantage. I agree wholeheartedly that builds do make a difference, obviously. Like, there's two battles. There's the gameplay, then there's the build battle. The build battle first, right? You know, when it comes to competitively, everybody uses the same exact thing. So it kind of like evens out. There really isn't a build advantage to anybody. You know, and when it comes to pubs, I'll take it from the mind of somebody who's, you know, played even in like threes, really. But it applies the same way, right? Because it is pubs against other teams that can use anything. There is a build battle that goes on in the pubs, right? There's a guy that plays threes, and he'll sometimes mix it up where like he'll, back when like the big builds were dominant, he'll have like two builds. He had a sniper build, super fast, high offensive scoring, and then he'll be like a power forward. And it was like, oh, I'm gonna mix it up and go big this game, right? And it was like an advantage to the guys that were using truculence back then, back in 22, 23. And it was like me, it would be like, all right, if I went in and played with them, I would only use PMD because that's all I'm going to be playing. You know, I'm not going to get used to playing truculence or anything like that. But there are teams that will literally, like, when they face each other in threes, they'll kind of mess with each other with the builds, right? Like, they'll fake like they're going you know, small, and then they'll go like big with it, and then it'll be like three truculence guys all of a sudden, and then it's like, oh, it's a build disadvantage. And that was back when you could leave the game before puck drop and not lose RP. So there are teams, right, that played high level in pubs in threes back in the day, even maybe now, I'm not sure, but it doesn't seem like it's really seen. That will it's like a whole battle. Like, it's literally like who can get the jump on the other team in terms of the build that they're using, because guys will match each other, right? It'll be like sniper, two sniper, one big guy. And then it'll be you know, and then they'll like mix it up and have one extra guy that's big. They'll like change his build last second, like literally last second. And then it's like, oh nope, can't play that, the guy went big, let's back it out. And then they'll like queue again, and they'll actually search it against each other again, and then they'll do the same thing. And it's like, it's weird. But there's like a whole dynamic with that. When it comes to the competitive scene, you don't even see it because everybody uses the exact same build. But back then, or I guess not back then, right? But it's still technically relevant now. You know, teams would choose not to play against each other if they felt they had a build disadvantage, because guys could use whatever they want. It was kind of entertaining. It was actually quite entertaining to see. Here I have to anchor myself more. There's got to be a guy to the middle. See that? You see how I kind of let off him a little bit? It's a bomb to the net because the guy to the middle was open. So I would have to almost plant myself full man-to-man on the 1T option, because since he is rocking 1T. And then somebody's got to basically take middle. So somebody's got to take center. And since we got our center man out, right, it's either got to be blue or green that then takes it temporarily. Like, he'll take a 1T out from even like the boards, and it'll be a high percentage shot. Is that a penalty? Not somehow. He's looking for the 1-2. Good hit. Yeah, these guys are very good with the puck at the point, rotating off. It's being able to basically stay to the middle if possible, bait them to sort of make a move, and then, you know, basically catch them on the other side. It's a pretty good try there. So here he's got over the top. I got the second guy, so like even if, you know, the guy's behind me, it's fine. We got one guy back that should be able to play over the top, and then I take the second guy. That's almost like playing threes, you know, last man back, and then you got your second guy that helps you support down low, or support that second guy that comes in. So there are things you could take from 3s to 6s, things like that, but gonna cut one way, then he cuts the other way. Yeah, I'm not even... I mean, I could have passed sooner, I guess. You guys did stop. Or we're kind of forced to, but I was getting past the first level of forecheck. Like, that's what I mean when it comes to the forecheck. It cuts off the timing. So unless you guys are a little bit closer to me initially, and then I get past the forecheck, and then I can hit you guys in stride without having to force you guys to stop, not much that we can really do at that point. If I force a pass, it gets picked off. Trucky Lance. I do have Spark Plug. I didn't even see that. I kind of forgot I had it. I don't ever play with it. What does Spark Plug even do? They like make you faster temporarily? Of course, it's not as good as Trucky Lance. That's for damn sure. That's all right. Big burst of speed after hits is a good perk to have. Well, I mean, we can't use it competitively, so I mean, it wouldn't even matter. I just didn't know what it was. But yeah, I think there is, yeah, for this case, build difference, you know, build basically fucking disadvantage, I would say. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. For us, it would have to be, we would have to be a little bit more structured, both sides of the ice, honestly. I mean, when you get overpowered by certain traits, this is kind of what happens, but whatever. I see pub. Yeah, I mean, wow. I guess that's what elite looks like, right? Fuck. That's funny as hell. Was that one game with this group? I'm not even sure. I mean, I don't know. You can call a build difference if pucks didn't come north quick enough. Teal needs a lot of reps. Well, the thing is, here's the deal too. Like, they were pressuring us a lot of times, cutting off the lanes, right? A lot of the earlier passes that I was making was getting picked off. It's because of the way that they were forechecking, but not really. So it made it tough for us to send the puck up to you guys. It would almost have to be like we choose to not go up then. Like, that's more of a chemistry thing. Where it's like, all right, once I don't send it to you guys initially, we then all reset. So instead of me pushing it up the ice every time, we take a few steps back and rotate. Now, yeah, I would say there were a few times maybe we could have sent it a little bit quicker. But it didn't really matter. I think we just weren't getting in initially anyway. But no, I mean, we could definitely call out certain things. Like, it's just the way it is, right? I mean, it's not like I was playing my best, you know, so fuck. I mean, it was out build and out chemistry. I mean, it is literally what it is. If you think about it. We don't have enough games compared to the other team. They had better builds and better chemistry. They had a better system than we did, right? If you had a better group, it's obviously no disrespect to anybody here. If we have, like, I'm saying better group in terms of those things coming together. Like, more chemistry. We understand exactly how we're playing with each other. Maybe even a tad bit more skill in certain areas, but then that team really has no chance of winning. Like, regardless of a build disadvantage or not, it won't even matter. Because we would have a system that just works to counter everything that they got. But yeah, I mean, it does start from the defensive side, being able to get pucks to you guys to then set up offensive zone plays. If we can't get into the zone, it's either like one of potentially three things. It's either the defensive error, it's either a forward error, or it's literally a system error altogether. Both sides are running wrong. But I mean, because there are some times where we have to be linked. It's almost like sometimes we get to the point where we get almost to the blue line and then we stop. Like, I keep kind of addressing that. I can understand that if the puck isn't getting sent up to you guys quick enough, obviously you guys will eventually run out of space. But you guys can still create certain space. Either you slow up a bit when you know we are getting forechecked and that puck isn't getting sent up, or we gotta all then rotate back. I mean, it's not like we could. It's not like I can call that shit out unless we are talking to each other. But even still, it's not something that I would call out. Still, it'd be something that you would just feel like you would see. If I'm not going up, then obviously we're not going up. I'm not sending the puck up. I think one of those guys was top 100. That shit don't even fucking matter. Like, top 100 and EA leaderboard means absolutely nothing to me. Fuck it, yeah, we'll play one more. We need who else is was it blue? Some guys are king of threes glitching. They're awful at sixes. Well, you would take what you learn in threes skill-wise and apply it to sixes with the puck. I don't think that's something you would target as threes glitching. Because it's the same thing. Sixes glitching too. But yeah, like from a defensive standpoint, yeah, there's a few times where, see, I like to play sort of tighter to the guy. So sometimes, you know, 1 or 2 cuts, you can get sometimes get behind me. Typically, though, I notice that because the opposite defenseman plays a little bit further back. So I'm trying to be closer to the action to try and stop them before they just get easy access into the zone. It may not even be something that we need to do. There were definitely times where we could have rotated. It's like an easy rotation. Simple for between me and Teal, and we didn't do it. Or we like barely missed it. Or the puck went to the guy, you know, it just bounces right to him. So, I mean, it's one of the things that I often feel I get caught with a lot. It's just like, it's a transition where I feel like, all right, I'm there, but I'm not there. It's just a certain timing. Maybe it's the fact that I'm not having wheels and I don't get that burst of speed. Now, even the other team, like, it would happen even in caps, right? Where I'm just like, I get beat off the rush somehow. Like, just a simple cut and I'm just beat. And that's where it's like I got to just bail out earlier and play further back. But I don't like to give up a lot of space. That's kind of the difference between me. Like, I don't like to give guys space to work with at all. But then that sometimes bites me in the ass when I do make a little bit overstep. But see, yeah, I hate. I mean, yeah, ping is definitely an effect. I hate blaming it, man. Because then you could say they beat us on 3 things. They beat us not only in the build category, they beat us in the chemistry, they beat us in ping too. I don't like the. I mean, that's just ridiculous, you know. It is what it is, though. Yeah. If you want to join, well, yeah, I don't even know you could send people messages like that. Wait, can you type messages for it to appear? Or is that like pre messages? More actions? Oh wow, I didn't know you could do that. I'm pretty sure I've seen it in the past. I just never actually really did that. I don't know. They were QC. I have a feeling if you play with the same people long enough, you will get really good with that team. Well, yeah, like that's the thing. Like that's the whole point of the chemistry part. What I'm seeing here, though, like what I'm looking at here isn't building that chemistry yet, because we don't have the 6 guys defined yet for hack pack. We just simply don't. That's why we're seeing who could potentially be those candidates, right? The main thing I'm looking at, though, there's a level of what I would call almost natural chemistry that isn't defined from, you know, true chemistry. You know, like it's the simple rotations, the simple plays that can be made. Like if you try to break down 6s at a competitive level from a simple standpoint, all 6 guys, or 5 guys, I guess, should be able to do certain things well with one another without having to form any type of chemistry. Meaning, when this happens, everybody does this. When this happens, everybody does this. Like from a simple standpoint. Then obviously you get into offensive zone rotations, some things that take a little bit more chemistry to define and tune up. Even in the defensive side, you can see that a little bit too. But typically speaking, I mean, there are a lot of things that we should be able to do well. It's just, we're not going to win against a team that simply outperforms us in all 3 areas. Yeah, and that's where, like, from a ping standpoint, it does affect. I noticed it affected me a lot, right? But it is still something that we have to be able to play sort of against. There's a way we can, like, when you are playing on your server, you could feel the bounces going your way. When you don't feel the bounces going your way, you have to play a bit differently, obviously, right? You have to be able to make an adjustment to your game. So here we want to just rotate it back, not force it. You know, have the defense control it, and then all skate up as one if we can. Yeah, like that's one of the things where it's like if you go and attack a puck, you're going for a 50-50. Sometimes you just have to take the 100% play. Meaning it's like if you bail out and not risk it and play from a better angle, you may increase those 50-50s to more favored on your side, if that makes sense. Like from a defensive standpoint, you know, you got it's one of those things. Yeah, that was a great move there from Green. We've seen that from him a lot. Stick him up. So, like, if this guy has wheels on, right? And let's say he gets all the bounces, like he has a better ping advantage than me. Even on my ability to hit the guy is going to be less effective because of several things. I may not get the amount of hit power that I want because he's moving away from me. He may have Warrior on or whatever, and he'll have better ping. So pickups and the ability to hold on to the puck is just simply better, right? So then I would have to play a style that is conservative, that allows me to, gives me a better chance to win and not fight for the 50-50. Because a 50-50 almost turns into a favored for him because he has several things going his way. Whether it's a build advantage, whether it's ping advantage, whether it's whatever. You got to play to the, I kind of refer to it, you got to play to the balance of the game. I would basically refer to those advantages and disadvantages as bounces. No different than a bounce, right? You got to play to the bounce of the game. If it's not going your way, then you got to make an adjustment to where it is favored your way. Sometimes the game just doesn't work that way. But there's a lot of games where, you know, we've felt, again, man, there's literally zero I can do about that, though. I have to go for that interception, otherwise it's a fucking tap on. As soon as I got it, I collided with everybody, and it just basically I tapped it in. Like, what the fuck do you want me to do there? Even there, I just got hit twice. And then that's my build right there. That's a PMD. Here it's kind of easy to read in terms of what I'm seeing there. But you see how I have to get past the first layer to then make the pass. I can send it to you guys. That doesn't mean we're going to be in a situation where we're going to get into the zone effectively. Nice. Nice play. That's unfortunate. And now Red has to cover my spot. I have to cover his spot. Nice. I feel like the ping is actually better for me right now. Like, I think we're playing on Central. I can almost feel it instantly sometimes. You can kind of feel when you have better ping. Unless every ping is the same for you. It's funny. You'll ask QC guys, hey, what do you get on Central? 10 ping. I'm like, 10 ping? That's what I get. That's my best server. Like, the QC guys may, I don't know. It's either they're just ignorant to the fact of their ping advantage, or they know exactly what they have and they just love abusing it. Everybody calls for, hey, can we play on QC? Because they know they got 3 ping on it. But then it's like, if you played on Central, it would actually even out the playing field. But they don't want that. There's no way they could do that. But most guys have whatever fiber internet that gives them the best ping all around. Like, there was a guy that literally said, this worst ping is 10 ping. I'm sorry, but you have a ping advantage. I just... Okay. What is going on? But it's like, okay, you take a group of Central guys, right? All Central. Let's say everybody on Central gets 10 ping. Because they all live in my same exact neighborhood with the same internet provider. We get 10 ping. And the QC guys, they get somehow 10 ping as well. Wouldn't it make sense for us all to play on Central then? But no. Because those guys are all QC, they get to have 3 ping. And I get to have 40 ping. Or 30 ping. It spikes up. And then when they get all the bounces, they get all that shit and they win, they think that they're 100% better skill-wise. And it's like, no. You have obviously, I mean, you could say, yeah, they may actually have skill. Like, that's the thing. But you also have the ping advantage. Like, sometimes we don't take that into, like, I don't like to, yeah, see, I can tell you. Central ping. This is me Central. Anything that's in the ting, so I'm actually getting 14 is the best. 13 is the best. Actually, it's going up then, because before it used to be like 8 to 10. But this is the ping that I get. Which means a QC player that has a straight line ping, right? Because they got that fiber, that great, amazing ping, will still be better on my best server. Still have better ping than my best server. There's nothing I can do about that. I have to play to the ping situation I have versus them. That's just the way it is. And it's not like it's a deal breaker. It's not like, oh my god, they're automatically better. That's why I don't like to necessarily talk about it too much. But I can't necessarily, you know, when you if you bring it up, it is obviously a conversation that does take place. Nice. That's a good rotation. Videotron. 30 ping on Central and 10. Alright, so it's basically like my situation. But no, there are some guys, they have 4 ping on QC and they get like 15 ping at the worst. Or it's like maybe 20 something ping. I don't know. There's like a server or something where like that's how they're playing it. Nice block. Nice, good step up. See, wheels have to give him a little bit more space. And then I can push him last second. I mean, that's where, I mean, when you get to that area, as long as everybody is in a good defensive spot, that's a good, like, we can make that defensive play. If I could stop him prior to him getting to that, that's ideal. But it isn't like a deal breaker where I have to overcommit to that play and then get beaten somehow. Like, it's over the top, like, through the middle. Inside leverage is the biggest key point. If you attack to the perimeter, you have to then reposition back to the inside before you then can attack again. But you've got to be able to, when you did attack, not overextend to the point where you literally cannot reposition back to the inside. It's a simple concept, but very misunderstood by a lot of guys. I'm going to angle to the middle all the way because I knew I couldn't attack him where, you know, I got pushed back a little bit. I pushed that. I got injured because he has fucking rocket. Yeah, I don't even know what happened after I got. Because I think that was in the middle of the slot, right? It just depends on where the other guys are. Like if he has an extra guy to cover. See, is it my speed? No, it's not my speed that's taken away. See, I can take this guy. I have to be able to take that guy. And then the puck bounce. Okay. I thought it was loose in the slot. I'm going to take the lane here. Ah, I thought I could get that in stride. Damn it. See, if I were to break it down from a general standpoint, like team standpoint, we got a trap. Nice. Now transition. 3 forwards up. So you guys take it to the net. Like I can look at it from an overview, and then I could detail specific things from a certain position. Like I'll sometimes do a like when I'm looking at the game, I'll look at it from a group of like, all right, we're at the transition. Now we're looking at the forwards, all 3 of them at the same time. Ideally, do we look how we're supposed to? There. I'm going to fill this lane. Got the space to do it. Good try there. That's actually not a bad try. Just blast the puck down. I'm like waiting for it. There it is. I just suited him. Guy came from fucking downtown. Here, I'm in the lane. We're fine there. From a defensive standpoint, do we have the rotation game like we want? Quick transition back up. Good pass. It's in. I love that pass. What was that? Was that Red who dropped it to me? My God, that was a great pass. Something that gets overlooked, I would say. Look at the goals that I'm scoring. 158 goals. Bottom right corner. Why? Because I'm just forcing the puck there. Not even shooting. I can step there. We should have the rotation through the middle. Green can then support on that too. Right? There's almost like a 3-man rotation that would have to be required. Even if I don't get it, right? Ideally, we want, if I do push, to then rotate. Oof. Okay, I'm going to rotate all the way back. We should be fine there. Teal can play even a little bit further up if he wants to. One thing I am noticing too, you could play a little bit closer. Maybe that's just because of how aggressive I like to play. I don't know. You guys tell me if you guys like Teal's like depth in terms of like when he is back playing over the top. Basically, you guys want him to be a little bit closer or not? The reason I like to be closer is because, and again, I don't like being at a back pedal too much because of that. Because I like to play stride for stride. But again, there's like a risk factor into that too. You got to make sure that when you are doing that, you're in the proper position to cut up the lane. Because especially at the blue line, your presence there serves better than a poke check sometimes. Like you're playing for a poke or something. So, like, if we go back to that last play, it may not even be anything crazy. Because, like, you ideally have other teammates there. And then it would be okay then for Teal to play further back because he's playing that safe, like, that safe position back. I don't have an issue with it based on that play initially. But I feel like if the play could have been stopped at the blue line in a safe manner without too much risk. Because, like, here... if I'm already back, then I would be, I guess, gliding. But I wouldn't be getting all the way in here. I would be attempting to sort of slow up and get in the way of this player somehow. Like, I don't know. From that case, because you got two more guys to the right. If they come charging in, then you would want to be able to have enough speed to then track whoever's going to cut to the middle. It's like the point is, if you can hold blue line, hold it without too much risk. He's forcing me to one side. The only thing I could do is really... Of course I can't hit him. Oh, because he's got big rig on. That's why. Nice. Good play, though. The same thing here. See, I get... Technically, that is me as well to stay over the top on that. Even though it came from the left side to then the middle. A lot of guys will just think that that's, I guess, the defenseman on that side taking that. Which, yeah, it would be. But it's also me as well. Both defensemen have responsibility in that department. But the reason I get caught with it a lot is because I like to play tight to the the winger on my side. Which again, it just comes with me playing a little bit too far up sometimes. And especially off the transition game, sometimes it's just I'm not paying attention to the guy on the left side of the ice. Because my guy's to the right, you know? Nice. See, where Teal's that's fine because, you know, he's able to then close in on the guy. So I don't have an issue there, you know? Like from this situation, I want to be like here pushing him, forcing him there to the outside. To hopefully not let him just straight line in. If he has to take an angle, that angle allows for the back check even just a little bit more time to play that, you know what I mean? I got injured again? Well, from blocking a shot? That's happened twice now. Who the hell is telling me Warrior, I shouldn't have durability on my freaking Warrior? Are you kidding me? Whoever said that. I got injured twice now in the same game. Because of a damn shot. Are you telling me my durability? Oh, I can just subtract durability. Because now I have no speed now. Even though I still have it up and I'm still getting injured. Yeah, I gotta play just further back, but they don't. See there, I could press. Fuck them, right? Look at this team, the freaking defense that they have. They're going to play over the top there, but then if they worked it back to the right side. Yeah, see, I can tell I'm on central because of the way I'm moving. And I don't get hit very easily. And that's also just the other team, but it's like the turns feel smoother. You could feel it, different from when I'm on 20, 30 ping higher. It's like, it's subtle, but it makes all the difference. But yeah, like if I were to look at myself in terms of the defense sometimes that I give, there is a lot of times where I'm over aggressive trying to play too tight to a certain guy. And there's tons of reads that you have to make. Which is another reason why, like, when I am playing, I'm, like, not really talking so much, right? Like, if I'm really playing, I'll go silent for, like, a whole period and a half. Because I'm just reading. I'm reading where Teal's at. I'm reading where the center's at. I'm reading what type of rush they have on the opposite team. Like, there's so many reads that indicate where my position should be. Oh, that guy. Jesus Christ. Like, I had a chance to send that puck up. 4 guys went up, and he didn't make the pass one time. But there's a lot of times where like I'm trying to be in the zone as an option, you know, from an offensive standpoint, when I am the guy, you know, when I am the last guy back, right? When I am playing that defensive role and I get caught on a lot of transition plays because, again, I am trying to maybe cut off lanes or be, you know, super tight. And then somebody else gets open and then, I don't know. A lot of it to me, though, like, I've had long stretches where I'm not really playing that much, especially from a competitive standpoint. Getting back in the caps, though, I do feel a lot comfortable playing defense. Like, I've noticed, like, I'm making better reads at times. I'm controlling the puck better, too. Maybe because I switched back to PMD as well. That could be an indicator as well, but I wouldn't say it feels any I wouldn't say it feels worse at all, but I don't know. Oh no, I think that's gonna be it for us, guys. I mean, it was good reps. Again, yeah, if there's any feedback, it could be from the server, it could be the games that we're playing, the scrims, how to make them better, how to make you know, just anything from a gameplay standpoint as well. We have a feedback channel. You guys can literally say anything. I may drop a few things in there as well, based on asking for you guys' feedback on certain things, but you guys can bring up anything there. Like, we have all these channels, but, you know, so you guys can really use them up however you wish, right? But yeah, I think everybody played well. Again, there's a lot of things we can't really look at it too closely, because again, like, if I'm really, you know, I was just kind of playing, talking shit like that. If I'm really playing for real, there's a different level that I play it to. You know what I mean? The team was top 100. See, that's why I don't even care about it, man. Like, the top, man, I hate it so much. At least from a 6 standpoint. From a 3 standpoint, I guess it's a little bit better of an indicator in terms of the team, like that meaning more. In 6s, it means nothing, bro. Because when you get to the competitive, scene, most competitive guys aren't even playing pubs at all. So that wipes so many teams off the leaderboard. But that's what I mean. Because yeah, most guys they're either playing drafts or they're playing scrims. So they're never touching the pubs. The only time I'm playing pubs this year in 6s is really doing these streams. Now eventually, again, when we get to a certain point where we start advancing guys further along, we will be then playing scrims. There will be nights where I'm gonna schedule certain guys, right? And then we play pubs that, you know, or we then look for scrims to play at a more higher level, because that's gonna give us a better look, you know. And then that's where we can then that's where I would then start to break down the stuff and start to detail things from an individual and then team standpoint. But yeah, that's further down the line though. But yeah, GG's guys. Again, if you're in the chat, you're kind of wondering what we're talking about, first thing down below is the community Discord. You guys can if you guys are looking to get into it, Esports Tryouts channel, you know, put your gamer tag in the position you're trying to play, so that I know when you are in here what name goes to what. Only put your name in once, please, and try to remove anything that's overdone, I guess, or if you typed in a few more times. I'll update the leaderboard sometime, maybe tomorrow. I'm not gonna get to it tonight, but yeah, GG's. Hope everybody had a good time. I hope everybody has a good rest of your night as well and weekend. I will catch you guys next time.